was actually spoke about it on Friday, and I gave them the list that you had sent me. FM. I had I
You
have
live,
they call
by
it
the way.
T. Oh,
T-bait.
they give it. Yeah, that's what they call it. T bait.
Yep, T-bait. The beginning
That's
after the
exactly
end.
what they called it. They called it T bait, and
Hmm.
they was like, "Oh man, T bait so good, man," and that da 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 da. And I was like, and they said it was the most selling manhwa of all time. That's what
It's
they said.
called T
No,
bait,
it's not.
like
It's not.
bait,
It's
BAIT.
Yeah, T bait.
TB. The beginning after the end. It's just an abbreviation.
Oh, they just abbreviated. Oh,
Yeah,
Yeah.
T bait. So like I said, they
It's
put
not the
like some
that's
people.
not the most selling manga of all time, by the way. That's not.
That's what they put. That's what they put out there. So
man,
I
sometimes
was
that
like,
stuff is subjective, or it depends on who you're
but
talking to.
my opinion about cherishing the whole like the comic strip because it may not get adapted into the whole animation aspect. I mean, taking consideration if you had like as a person that's picked up reading a manga recently, I would say that you sometimes you do miss key pieces of the manga inside of the anime because like say for instance before we jump into you know everything and we start the episode, say for instance this season of JJK, there's so much shit that they left out in this season that they did in the manga that a lot of people there I see why a lot of people are confused,
Yeah.
but
I,
that's all
I mean that's a good point too. Which you raised that you actually it's funny you raised that point. You raised that point, and David won't even acknowledge that he missing nothing because he don't know. But they left out a lot of stuff in the anime at the beginning after the end as well.
Y'all keep forgetting when they say ignorance is bliss.
David, I'm not David. Okay, so let's say let's move on from the conversation then at with this in mind. David, you're saying ignorance is bliss, so that means that you're okay being ignorant. You ignorant.
Yes,
Okay, cool. That would that's it. You want to be if you want to be there, that's fine.
yeah. Some things you got to step away
But
from, yo.
I do want to raise the point of you know in all the things that we watched because we watched a lot of shit, all the things we didn't watch, we know that stuff like solo leveling, stuff like I mean we read Ordeal right now, like series that did not reach what mainstream popularity until the anime picked up and blew up is like you can have a really really good anime for a really really good series and it blow up and it be a big thing, and they chose for some reason they chose to this no name garbage studio to make the beginning after the end anime, and knowing that beginning after the end is hella popular, it's a questionable decision. Part of me feels like they wanted to bury it for some reason, but like I said, I read it, I'm caught up, on the series, and the series is like insane. Like I'm telling you, it's so good, bro. But I mean, if you feel like this anime is doing it justice for what you understand, that's fine. For what I've read and seen in the anime, I don't think the anime is doing it justice in animation. I don't think they're doing it justice in story. I don't think that they're going to continue making it season after season, knowing that the ratings for it are just going to be, you know, like mediocre or less. You know what I'm saying? Like there's gonna be one of them ones where they be like, yeah, we're not about to spend no money on this. So that's how I feel, man. That's why I say I'm not supporting it in the terms of recommending it to people. I would just recommend the manga. Same way I do with the I use another example. God High School, that first season that they did. That first season that they did the God of High School, the anime,
Yeah, that was pretty bad.
yeah,
they say the same thing.
they cut out
They
a
said the
lot.
same thing. They actually
They
cut
say the
out
same
like
thing for
dog
Berserker
just
too.
for the little bit that they
Yeah.
gave you. I was like, yo, they cut out
They cut out
some
so
of the
much
most
shit that mattered.
important
Details.
information. Yeah,
And
like
It's
and
just a
change stuff. You remember David.
duh,
You
yeah,
remember at the beginning after, I'm sorry, at the beginning of the guy in high school. You remember he met the old man. You remember that old. You
duh,
remember he met that old man, and they completely cut that part out. That when he met
yes,
the old man, because the old man
duh.
was like, hey,
They
like he was like
even cut
something.
out the guy who wanted to be his rival. They
Yeah.
didn't even explain why those two even was.
Yep.
He did. They didn't even explain why he didn't really fuck with him. Like
Yep.
like we needed like an episode 0, like they did with
Fate.
Fate. Like we
Yeah.
needed the episode 0.
And then I'll say another one. Um, is solo leveling. That the animation is top tier, but they cut out a lot of solo leveling too. So it's like
Yeah, they gave us the bare bone. Like okay, I'm not gonna say bare bone, but
it's like
they hit all the important points.
sometimes I feel like it's the Cliff Notes version, and like it's like they be giving us
Yes,
the Cliff Notes in the anime,
I ain't
but the
gonna lie.
manga
I don't
because
know if the young people don't know what Cliff Notes is, but it was the
Spark Notes,
TikTok
Cliff
version.
Notes,
Yeah. There we go. I said
whatever it
Cliff.
is.
That's
Look,
our generation.
it's AI now. They just use AI, but
Yeah,
you know
they gave us the TikTok version of it.
yeah.
Yeah. No,
you
it was still. I
got
still enjoyed it.
What you gonna say,
we
David?
gotta
I mean,
we
I'm
gotta
sorry,
do this.
Broad.
We gotta do this the right way, man. We didn't even give an intro yet.
All right, my bad.
Oh
All right,
yeah,
all right,
yeah.
yeah. All right,
Y'all ready?
David, you got it. You got it. You got
Yeah,
it. You got
yeah.
this time.
I mean, what episode we on? What is this? 19?
19, yeah.
19. All right, man.
Well,
Welcome back.
one thing I want to say, David, before we start, because I want to let everybody know, last week's episode we did record it, but it hadn't been uploaded yet, and part of that is because last week it was just me and David. Broad was away, celebrating your daughter's birthday. Damo's still
Man,
away.
Congratulations. You didn't even say it was the birthday. You just said I'm spending time with family.
Bro.
Yeah, he said that. He's that's what he said. Yeah,
birthday. Oh shit.
Yeah, he
man.
said it's his daughter's birthday. But I was gonna say
missed that.
Damo was is still away.
He'll be back.
Settling some family stuff. He had a loss in his family, so everybody just think of positive thoughts, positive vibes. But
he's doing good though. He's doing good.
He'll be back next week. He said he'll be back next week, so we hoping for a quick return. But yeah, David, go ahead and open this up. I wanted to get that disclaimer as to what's going on the last 2 weeks.
All right, man. Welcome back to the Anime Unk podcast. This is episode 19. I'm your humble and gracious host, man, David. Got some amazing guys here with me, man. Our social work whisperer, man. And he has a new anime that's showing some more blood that just came out this weekend. We got Broad in the building.
Nasty.
Next and last, but certainly not least, man, we have our guy who keeps us going, keeps these topics flowing, and they still can't make a word that he cannot pronounce, man. FM is in the building.
What's good,
hey guys?
Y'all? My bad, I was a little delayed. I was pulling up something for us to discuss, man.
Yeah.
So
let's start the show.
Hey guys, can I say something real quick? I had a sad moment happen to me, and me and my girl grieved. I just need 30 seconds to be just broad real quick. I'm gonna play this song while I do it.
Oh wait, hey, be careful because copyright.
Yeah, be careful.
Copyright.
Yeah.
Hey, we don't owe this. Shout out Brandy. But I had a sad thing happen to me over the weekend, bro. I can't say that. My PS5 did the 3 blinks of death, dog. It hurt.
What?
Your PS5 broke. Damn.
PS5.
It did the
I didn't know that could
overheat.
I didn't know that could happen.
Bro, it is done for. We gotta get a new one, dog. We had some great years.
I mean,
I'm gonna miss it.
I mean, bro, I'm trying to think of some options for you, man, because I can't give you mine because I got some stuff coming soon, and they said they're gonna end exclusives coming to PC, so I can't give you mine.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to think of some options for you, man, because I mean, how did you find out how much it would cost to fix?
We haven't checked into that yet, but also my girl's a real my girl's a tech guru. So I checked everything that she said. She was like, it's about. I had one of the like original setups, like one of the first ones that came out in
Yeah.
COVID,
Yeah.
and
I
I
got that.
guess
I got one too.
Mm.
yeah, I
I got
got
one just
one.
like that.
I had one of those ones, and then of course, with all of the new updates and everything coming out, it overheated, and like I said, it's about time to get a new one. But we're of course we are debating on if we're going to go back to we are going to get a PS5, but we don't know if we're going to get that like right off the bat because we are toying with like other options. I think we've been talking
Bruh,
about a Steam Deck like crazy,
I got a
but
question. Is this meant to be like a family console for y'all? Like, is that what this is meant to be? Like a family console, like something
um
y'all can both play? Because I was just gonna say, man, like a PC, bruh, a PC would a
she
PC
wants a
would
PC so bad.
bruh. But let me tell you. Let me not preach to you, promote it to you. Let me pitch this to you. Let me pitch this to you. PC, bruh, it is an expensive first time purchase, like as far as like the initial cost, right? You know, because I mean, you can have them pre-built or you can build it yourself. Building it yourself is
Yeah,
cheaper, but it's also
she'd want to
riskier
build it
because you
herself.
can mess it up. Yeah, see, your wife, you said your wife is a tech person, so
Yeah, she
she could probably build it herself. So that would save you some money. Right now, a lot of PC component prices are up because of AI and different other things is going on.
Oh,
You know,
we don't
it's
get into
it's
politics, but we know why.
yeah, I mean, well, no, it's not. It's not just that. It's like AI is a big part of it. All the
It
AI
is,
companies are buying
but
up
the
RAM.
taxes is killing everybody.
Yeah, that too. But I was gonna say that PC components are up, so you might end up paying a lot more than what you normally would pay. So I don't know if y'all could wait. I would wait. Um,
yeah.
this the same thing that happened to me during COVID. I purchased my PC during COVID, and I ended up getting a PC that was decent, but not future proof, and it definitely was not top of the line for what was out at that point. If I could go back and I could wait, I probably would have just waited, you know, till after COVID was over so that I could get the PC that I really wanted. But anyways, my pitch though is that it's a high first time cost. You know, for a good PC, you might end up spending anywhere from $1,000 to $2,000. I would say, you know, anywhere from 1,000 to 2,000 for depending on like how much y'all want out of it. But the prices on Steam, like the Steam store,
Yeah.
are like when they have sales for AAA games, like really like games that even just came out
It'd be like
recently. Be
60%
like,
off,
yes, they be like
up to
30,
like
40,
85. It's
50,
crazy.
60%. I'll even say some games that are cult classics, some games that are highly rated, some of the best games of all time
Mm.
are pennies on the dollar. Right
And they
now,
be
Witcher
having
3.
massive sales.
Look, I'll tell you right now, Witcher 3. Me and my homeboys talked about last night. Witcher 3, one of the best games ever made. $39.99 right now on Steam store. You know how much it is when they run a Steam sale? 90% off, $3.99.
Jeez.
Yeah, like
I bought Red Dead Redemption. Another one of the proclaimed best games of all time.
yeah,
I
Man.
Red
bought.
Dead 2, Red Dead 1 and 2 is nice.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Look, I bought Red Dead Redemption for how much did I buy that for? Uh, I bought Neo 3 and Red Dead Redemption 2 for $85. Specifically, Red Dead Redemption itself was $16.19.
See, that's crazy because I paid when I ain't gonna lie to you. You guys gonna hate my take on this. I didn't. It's also because I didn't care. I didn't. I just recently developed a liking for Rockstar
Yeah.
playing esque games
Yeah.
because I've been playing a lot of
Mm.
GTA. But I might revisit Red Dead. I just didn't
But
care for the long distance on the horses. I did
yeah.
just it really.
Play 2. Play Red Dead
Yeah,
2
yeah,
then.
That's what I
yeah,
played. That's
that's
what I
yeah.
played. I played two, but I'm
Okay.
gonna be real
But,
with you. I was only
but
here so I could drag a whole bunch of KKK members onto the train tracks.
I like that in you.
So
I mean,
I like
I will be
so
real with you. I was only here for that.
modern day
I,
freedom fighters out here on
yeah, fuck
video
with that.
games. But Dave, I mean, not David, Brian. I was just pitching that just to say, man, that essentially it's one of them things. Like it's like the same thing. Like when you say you want to buy a house, it's like when you buy a house, it's a huge first time purchase, but you get your money back on avoiding things that you know that people who don't own homes would have to have like high rent, and then not being able to own, your own stuff that's, in the apartment. Like it's just so many things that come with it that there's benefits to owning your own home versus having an apartment. And so that's the same thing with PC. You buy it for the first time, spend a lot of money on it, but the game sales be so cheap. And then also, you can replace components as you want to improve your PC performance, or as things get old and outdated, you could just replace things. I just replaced my GPU in mine, because my GPU was becoming outdated. Now I got to replace my CPU. I already got enough RAM. It's just like stuff like that. You just replace as you go, man. And so um, it's a good purchase, bro. It's a good long term
I
purchase,
want to put
man.
this out there for Broad too. Is not just getting the Steam Deck, but the ROG Ally joint is super super
Yeah,
dope.
she
But
brought that up
because of
too.
your travels, having a portable something that you can, because like on
But
there
she
you
can't.
download. Yeah, she can't.
Yeah,
I
she
mean,
can't.
y'all
Yeah,
both
yeah,
y'all eventually
yeah,
gonna
See,
need it, but because you can download games to
yeah,
your Steam Deck. Now, my wife uses mine, but
yeah,
as long as she goes offline, when because you download it right to your
yeah.
laptop or PC or whatever, and then she just go offline. She can play and I can play and call it
yeah.
a day.
See my girl, she does have a portable setup because one, her dad is he's a bigger tech than her. Like his setup in his room is crazy. But whenever she would come home, like it's at his house, it's at her parents' house, but whenever she feels like she wants to play online games, like she actually just brought this up whenever the PS went down. She was like, if I ever wanted just to play the game, I can just run over and get my bro. Also, I didn't realize how small portable like desktops become. Like nigga, when we were kids, they were the big ass towers, and she
Yeah,
brought this
They're still big
small
towers.
ass. No,
Yeah,
the thing that she had this small ass Apple
it's a compact PC.
cube. Yeah, the compact P, the Pack Mini. That's what it was. She just said,
Yeah, it's
and
a
she was
Pac
playing
Mini.
Sim.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she was playing Sims off of it, but she was
yeah.
like
There's some really cool ways
yeah,
to
Yeah,
the
yeah,
get
only
shit done
reason
these
why she
days.
would want, the only reason why we would ever consider either getting a PS5, which
yeah.
David, I'm gonna go off of you for a second. We're not playing politics, but recently, uh, my girl, we were looking up the PS5s. They went up $100.
Yep. That's why I was telling you not
The
to. That's why I was telling
PS5,
you not to get one.
yeah,
Yeah,
the
yeah,
PS5s went up $100, and we were like, "Damn, that's crazy!" Because it literally just happened like a week ago that they were down. Now they shot up. But she
And
was
this,
I ain't
like,
gonna lie.
"I
and
You
look,
got me nervous.
all
I'm
right,
about to go
all
over there and
right.
get the little
yeah,
can of air and blow the dust out of mine.
Look, look. Let me tell you this, man. So this is one of the hard things, man. When you making a big purchase, man, that like I know, like a lot of men struggle with. We think a lot about our large purchases. Like we think it out, and so it's like, okay, so you just said the PS5 price is going up by $100, right?
yeah." We just
So
as
so
of
so
this
so
weekend.
Nintendo Switch is decreasing their prices, and decreasing their production, because they said that it's not their Nintendo Switch 2 isn't selling like they, I guess they thought it
See, I
would.
didn't know that, so there's no point in even
So
investing in the Switch now.
so no, there is. So look, so this is the thing,
Okay,
right? This is current stuff. This PS5 price increase is temporary. This is because of RAM shortages, all type of other stuff that's going on in the world right now. And so the same thing with the Switch is like the Switch isn't selling well right now because they didn't release it with enough of the first party exclusives, and they really didn't release it with any type of like specialness to it, compared to how other new console releases are. The Nintendo Switch, a lot of people have said that it's just a slightly improved Nintendo Switch 1, better performance, but it's not anything new and special feeling. And so that's why I think that the Nintendo Switch 2 isn't selling right now. But I think that long term, it will be worth the investment because they will develop exclusive titles, more exclusive titles for it that utilize the performance. And I'll just use a couple examples is like Pokopia, Donkey Kong, um, games like that are hella popular, are hella popular right now, and those are Nintendo Switch 2 exclusives. And then also, um, what you call it, the new Pokemon that's coming out next year is gonna be a Nintendo Switch 2 exclusive. So I just think that Nintendo Switch 2, you can still buy one and still feel like you got your value out of it. It's just not gonna really reach its maximum potential until maybe about another year or so from now. Now, so with all that being said, I was just gonna tell you that I mentioned the RAM shortages and everything going on in the world politics wise, right? That is influencing prices. PS5 price increase gonna be temporary. Nintendo Switch 2 prices and gonna decrease, but in production gonna decrease, but it'll pick back up eventually later. And then also PCs will become cheaper to build, once a lot of this stuff calms down, once you know, these tech companies, start producing more RAM and other components. And so, bro, if you got to make a decision this, like soon, I would say that I think a PC would be your best option. But if you can stall this out for a year, you might be able to get better value. And I was also going to mention that the Xbox situation, you know, they
If
they've
they get
meant
Steam on there, boy.
they
Oof.
already got Steam on there, right? But
No,
Steam would never
I
sell out.
mean,
Steam would never sell out the Xbox. Let's be real about that.
no, but
Steam,
it will help
Steam,
me because I wanted to get the Steam Deck,
but
and
I'm
the
saying
Steam Deck is having problems.
Steam will never sell out. Like Steam will always be its own thing. They said that
Yes.
before. They would it ain't no price that they would pay, or I'm sorry, price they would take in order to sell to Xbox or whatever it may be. But I'm telling you, Xbox, I think Xbox is probably the best option for future proofed gaming right now, just because of the fact that they are partnered with Steam now to where you can play your Steam games through your Xbox. You can see your Steam library. And I think that, like David was saying, the Asus ROG Ally X is like the most popular handheld console right now, handheld PC right now. And that pairs up with your Xbox, right? So
Yes.
I think that Xbox probably is the best way to go right now, even though I'm a
And they have the
PS5 person.
cloud gaming. I got them both
Yeah.
because I just don't want
The
no games to ever escape my fingertips.
Yeah, the Xbox Anywhere or whatever, the on the Game
Well,
Pass
not
you can
even that.
you
Like
can play your
I
games
got
on
a
any console.
PS5, ROG Ally, I got a Portal.
Yeah,
I play Steam and Xbox. I just like if there's a game available to play that people say is awesome and I
yeah,
like it, I want to be able to play. Period. I don't care what
yeah.
console it's on. I need that.
Uh, All right. All right, I'm gonna have to edit this episode, man. You guys off on the tangent, bro. I was
My bad.
Hey man,
I,
we
I,
all
I
we
was
gamers too. Like.
I was trying to transition us into this discussion about the Anime Award, the Crunchyroll Anime Awards, right?
Let's get it.
Oh yeah, when does that come on?
Uh,
I've seen that it's available to like put
um,
in your queue or whatever. Whatever. What is that?
I don't know when it premieres, but we were gonna talk about the nominations,
Okay.
and I low key kind of want to just um see like what we can like kind of like hammer down as like our picks, and maybe we can find some picks in common. So
Okay.
I'm gonna go through the categories. There are There's a lot of categories. So um
What's
I'm,
the
I'm, I'm
notables? Like
well
best
I'm
anime of the year
well,
and stuff like that.
we gonna go through a lot of them. I mean, we got time because I mean it wasn't a lot of anime that premiered this
Well,
week, by
hey,
the way.
no, before that,
But
you want to go ahead and get to like Fire
we're,
Force and stuff like that?
we're gonna talk about that after. I mean, y'all rather talk about anime from the last 2 weeks before we talk about
Yeah, yeah,
the
because
trending
we can
news?
definitely. Yeah, yeah. That's it. We got to go ahead and knock out, because it already happened.
Nah, I'm saying like I guess I was gonna structure it. We're gonna talk about the anime awards, and then we're gonna
Oh,
talk
okay.
about all the anime that we watched in the last 2 weeks.
All
Because
right. Well, I mean, go ahead.
this week's stuff and last week's stuff all together because Broad went here. So I was just gonna
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
bundle it all together. So the Anime Award 2026 nominees. All right. So Anime of the Year. You got Apothecary Diary season 2, Dan season 2, Gachi Akuda, My Hero Academia final season, The Summer Hikaru Died, and Takopi's Original Sin. I did not watch those last two, but what do you guys think?
You already know for me.
All right,
Gacha
so
Akuda. Gacha Akuda was I don't know. It was a change in era. It was definitely a leading into the new school with a lot of representation.
do you
You're
have
not
the
taking
link for that
anything for what?
for the awards?
Oh,
Like,
I'm
It
looking
came
at
out
it.
on Twitter.
I'm
I'm gonna
looking at
say.
it. I'm looking at it through Crunchyroll.
I'm gonna say yeah. They.
okay, let me. I'm
I
gonna
seen it
pull
on
it up
Twitter
because I'm already forgetting the names already. Hold on. What is it? Anime
because
awards.
like I said, it's Gacha Kudo is like not taking anything from Don Don, but I don't know people.
It's
You know me, man. I said it before.
yeah.
I think people that are like Don some freaky
Hey
freakies.
man, you know how it is.
It's weird. It's weird.
No,
It's weird because
freaky freaky.
how many episodes of Don you watched, Broad?
I watched. I ain't gonna stand. I probably watched 8 or 9 episodes. I
Okay,
probably
of
got
season 1.
listen.
Okay,
I watched right up until he got one of his testicles back,
yeah.
and I
That's
said, you know what, this ain't for me.
Broad. That's just a funny backdrop. Like that. Like that's not. That. Like that's
Yeah.
not what. That's
I
not what
couldn't
it's
get it.
about. That's not what it's
I
about.
can
That's like a. You know what do they call that shit? That Broad. You know like how sometimes like somebody will be like, man, like I don't know, we was in class and somebody stole my backpack or some shit. And it's like now I gotta go on an adventure to try and find my backpack. But then I end up finding friends along the way and I end up like also going on crazy adventures. Like that's what the like the whole like him chasing his ball thing. Like it's not meant to be
Oh
the main
shit.
plot of the story because
no, of course not.
eventually it gets resolved. So it's
Oh,
like
you did
it like the main plot of the story really don't pick up until season 2 actually. Because
Yeah.
David, you know how it is. It's like when it get to the point where the aliens come, that's
Listen,
when
I'm a
Yeah,
that's that without
I'm gonna
spoiling
tell
too much. That's
yeah,
when it starts to pick up.
broad. I'm just going. I agree with you. I love Gachakuda a lot,
Yeah.
but it didn't cross over like genres like Dan. It just didn't. Dan caught so many people off guard and got so many people I didn't even know who knew about what was going on watching this show. Gachakuda didn't have that crossover
oh
for
no,
people who
oh
I
no,
don't
watch
know, David.
anime and
oh
like
no, David. Have you not
casuals.
seen?
David.
Now
Okay.
listen,
Did you
I'm
not
only
see?
judging casuals by
Hold
like
on, hold on.
my
Did you not see the
granddaughter and shit
episode?
like that.
Did you not see the episode? I'm gonna counteract you. The episode, I don't know, it was like 5 or 6 when they dropped the New Orleans bounce song. That took the black people by storm, and I ain't never seen a swarm of people come into anime like I did when they dropped that music because they was like, "Oh shit, they really." And then when they
That's what I'm
dropped,
saying.
what's
Gachakuda is
old
cool, but
black girl, old black
the ph-
girl?
the phenomenon just wasn't like Dan. It just wasn't.
If we talk about past black people, I mean, yeah, I
Now they
mean,
got some. They got some of the coolest black
yeah,
characters. I give you
got
that.
Gotcha Kuda definitely
I even
was
like the
hot
way they
in
do the
our
locks. Yeah,
yeah.
it was hot in
No,
our community, but I'm talking about like a crossover. Like I'm listening to kids that's literally like in their teens. Like my my granddaughter, she's 11. She's kids in her school is talking about Dan, but not Gachakuda. Because I asked
I'm
her about like I'm giving her the rundown, and dog, she surprised the shit out of me today because she wanted to start watching My Hero Academia, and we
I'm
watched
yeah,
40 episodes yesterday. But back to the award.
Let's say, all right. Well, so who y'all's top three is on this category? Each of y'all give y'all top three. Who y'all top three is?
Go ahead, bro.
In order.
This is how I'm gonna do it, and y'all gonna be shocked by it. I'm gonna go solo leveling number one because
no, bro. We talk about an Anime of the Year award.
I thought solo leveling season 2 was on there.
No. Not the nominees is Apothecary Diaries, Dandadan, Gachakuda, My Hero Academia, The Summer Hikaru Died, and what is this?
Takopi's Original Sin.
Takopi's Original
I'll just give you 1 and 2 because I'm not gonna.
Okay.
I go Gacha Kuda, but and like I said, I couldn't get into Don, but I see what David means in reference to, like, and I'll give you that. I'll give you that.
Okay. All right, David. Who your top three is? What's your top
mine's
three?
Is Don, Gacha Kuda, and I'm struggling. I will probably go My Hero, even though I personally enjoyed Apothecary Diaries. But for some reason, my wife and a lot of the women is watching that The Summer Hikaru Died. I don't know what that's doing to the ethos. I have no idea. I just know a lot of ladies is fucking with that.
It's a thriller. It's a thriller with
the
gay romance.
Okay. You know what?
My Hero.
I got it. I'm gonna say it's a lot of ladies that's fucking with.
I would have put My Hero up there. I would have put My Hero up there, but I don't know. It didn't. I said it before.
Well, we know how you
feel.
How
I liked it. It didn't end like how I like it.
But a lot of people rock with it. A lot of people rock with it though.
All right, so my top three as far as my front runners, man, in this category is gonna be probably Gacha Kuda is number one. I think that's gonna be the game of the year. I'm not game of the year, the anime of the year. Number two, I think is gonna be My Hero Academia, just because it was the final season. End of an era type of situation. They got to pay their respects. And then Don, I think it will probably come in third. And I know that I ain't watched The Summer Hikaru Died or Takopi's Original Sin, so I don't know the impact particularly that those have made. But I don't hear nobody talk about those too much in the circles that I'm in. I told you before, like I'm part of like a Facebook group with like 80-something thousand people in it. There's like hip hop, anime.
I haven't seen those two
and black folks. I ain't seen nobody talk about that. Neither one of those. But also, Apothecary Diaries season 2 was really good. I agree with you, David.
I don't know if slice of life permeates through. I don't know if this is the category for slice of life.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was gonna say. Is that I don't think that anime of the year, like a slice of life, will ever win anime of the year. I don't know if it has, but I feel like it wouldn't win anime of the year because so many people like love slice of life, but they don't love slice of life more than your typical shonen. That's the most popular genre, shonen. So it's like,
yes,
But the next one is gonna be film of the year. So I also have not seen all of these, so I can't speak to every single one. But the film of the year candidates are 100 meters. I don't know what that is. Chainsaw Man. You know about 100 meters?
Go ahead. Yes.
Okay. All right. Chainsaw Man, the movie, Res Arc. Demon Slayer, Infinity Castle. Mononoke, the movie, Chapter 2. I know Damo would be like, hell yeah, that's his shit. He liked that Mononoke. The Rose of Versailles, I think that's how you pronounce it. And then Scarlet. I heard that Scarlet flopped, so I don't even know how that man's on the list, but I heard that Scarlet flopped. That's just what I heard.
I never heard of this. Let me click
I heard that movie flopped. I heard, but I mean, bro. I mean, I think this one's like obvious. I don't know if we need to discuss it heavily. I don't know if y'all disagree. I'm gonna go and say Demon Slayer. Personally,
I'll say Demon Slayer bringing up the rear. I like Chainsaw Man, but that 100 meters, I didn't watch it. But man, when I say the advertisement was crazy for it, and they were pushing that, and it was a success. Whatever it did, it did what it was supposed to do.
It's like a track anime?
Yes. Yeah, that's it. I'm
Netflix.
just like whatever it was supposed to do, Netflix was pushing that shit and they were happy with whatever their metrics was, they was happy with it.
Okay. Interesting. All right. Well, broad. I
I'm going
mean,
Demon
broad,
Slayer.
broad, broad. You in alignment? Demon Slayer,
It's
Infinity
not
Castle.
even. Yeah, it's not even close. It ain't even
All right.
close.
I won't
Cause
say it's
like,
not close because I
bro,
ain't seen, I ain't
bro,
seen, I ain't seen all these, so I
no,
can't
listen,
speak.
listen,
I can't
listen,
say.
listen. Out of the three that all of us could have possibly seen,
Yeah.
we seen clips of the Chainsaw Man, and I don't know. David said something about the 100 meter thing. Apparently, it took off too. But
Yeah.
did we ever see a flow consistently? First off, it did
Yeah.
not pan. The character attention from Demon Slayer Infinity Castle did not pan out how everybody thought it was. We thought the attention was going to be to at Zenitsu or Tanjiro. Everybody knows
No.
that Akaza stole the show.
I mean, honestly, broad.
Akaza
I
stole the
mean,
show.
broad. I don't think that. I don't think that's true.
What?
Akaza stole the show in the Mugen Train movie too. So I mean, Rengoku, of course, was the star of the show in the Mugen Train movie, but people liked
But
Akaza ever since
his
Mugen
merch ain't
Train.
dropped. His merch didn't sell like that
I
until
agree.
this.
I,
Like he
I,
didn't take off. His popularity didn't take
yeah,
off until
I feel you.
until we learned the backstory, and then everybody was like, "Oh my gosh, this is literally a love story." And then you got everybody coming in talking about, "Oh my gosh, this I got to go and see it with my boyfriend and all this other shit." It was lit. It
It's
was lit.
it's funny like the different communities that we a part of or like the different like circles that we in because I ain't hear none of that. But I,
Oh,
like the
listen, in
circles
West
I'm in,
Virginia, dog.
yeah.
When I went, girls were with their boyfriends, and it was literally like, oh my gosh. For those that read the manga, they were like, this is a love story.
When I
But
went,
but
I
niggas
went with,
got
but bro, I went with Dave. I went with Damo and his girl. At the time, he was dating, and she didn't say none of that.
she didn't say nothing.
She didn't say none of
See,
that. But
wow.
I mean, that's not the hint of that. Damo not here to back up the claim. I didn't hear her. I didn't hear her like gushing over it like that. But at the
But yeah. I
yeah.
ain't never
But
seen
I
a
feel you.
merch take off like that.
But she,
I
she
feel
might have
you.
sound
So
different in the car.
yeah, maybe. So Demon Slayer is our pick. So I mean that there's a consensus on that. So that's cool. And best continuing series. Don Don season 2, Kaiju number 8 season 2, My Hero Academia, One
Final
Piece,
season.
Solo Leveling season 2, and Spy Family season 3. Bro, that's a stacked list
Listen,
right there.
Hey,
that's stacked
that's
list.
a hard category.
But
The
listen,
only one I
it's
don't
gonna
think
come
that'll
to
win will be Kaiju right now.
now. I listen. It's closer to what you think it is.
Over Don to Don, My
Yes,
Hero's final
yeah,
season, One Piece, Solo Leveling season
That's
2,
it's
and
closer
Spy
to what you
Family
think it
season
is.
3.
It's closer to what you think it is because I'm all right. If we're gonna go off choices,
I'm
damn, it's hard for me
that,
because I can't pick a
bro.
better aura form
Let,
and moment between One Piece and Solo Leveling.
let,
That's what
let,
I'm saying, yo.
let,
And
let,
then
let,
My
let's
Hero,
let's give our top take because our top one. So because this is a stat category, we could discuss this one category for a long time. Let's give our top pick and why we feel like it's our top pick. Who y'all got?
I'm
I
gonna
can give
go.
mine first if you want me to give mine first.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
All right, continuing series. My pick for continuing series is probably going to be One Piece. I think that the
Ooh.
Egghead arc was top tier in animation, top tier in, like I said, just continuing the One Piece story. You don't forget how many reveals we got in the Egghead arc. We got the whole,
Look
we
at
got the
Kuba,
whole
dog.
Vega, yeah, the Kuma situation. We got the Vegapunk reveal, who he was, his backstory, all this shit. And then also we learned about Nika. We learned about the Gorosei, who they really are, like they names. We got to see them fight, all of them fight. Right. I mean, we got to see Rob Lucci awaken Devil Fruit form, because he awakened his Devil Fruit. We got to see Zoro versus Lucci. That was a hot fight. I just think that we got to see a lot of good shit in that season and that whole Egghead season. I think that I don't know, man. I think it'd be hard to beat that. But that's mine right there. One Piece.
You want to go, Dave, or you want me to go?
Yeah.
All right. So we're just picking one.
Yeah,
I thought we was doing the top three.
Pick your one and pick your pitch. This is a hard category, and there's a lot of different ones that we could discuss at length. So I'm just saying pick one so we can move forward. Pick your top.
Man.
Pick your top one, and why you think it's your top. If you want to elaborate.
All right. Well, here. What was this category called? Best continuing series. What?
Yeah.
How did My Hero make it then?
Because it's this is anything that's a continuation from
a
previous season. These are season 2, season 3, season 4, season 5. It's anything that's a continuation.
If I was just to choose, I don't even know how to fight for any of these because I love I go to watch every single one of these the day they come out. But if I had to pick one, I don't know how the voters are voting, but to conclude a season, I think might hold a lot of weight, and My Hero did do that. If I was to choose one, it's between that or One Piece, but I'll go with My Hero because they're finishing, and One Piece got so many more wars to win.
Yeah. Okay.
If you're a voter, that's how I would. I'm like, you know what? I'll give them this one because this is it for them. One Piece got so many more. You know what I'm saying? So, and all these got multiple seasons to still go. Kaiju got one more coming. So I might, if I'm a voter, I would give it to My Hero because they concluded their season, and they nailed it though. I wasn't disappointed.
Okay, Broad, what you got? Who your pick is?
See, for me, it was difficult because you stated, I'm not gonna go into a long rant, but it's a tie for me. You stated everything I was going to say in reference to One Piece. That's my 1A. I'm going to go solo leveling 1B because there's not a harder or a foaming moment, especially think about what happened in this recent season, especially the last moment when bro was about to get killed and everybody was hype for when he said, what's the word that he says? Exchange.
No, you talking about Arise?
No. When he was standing on top of the building, watching the fights in the cave, and he had the exchange power where he can switch with one of the
shadows.
You talk about with okay, I got you. Yeah, no, yeah.
So it was one of the coldest moments because like everybody was on the edge of their seats for the very next episode.
Like, you want to know the problem with that, Broad? Well, I'm not gonna go too long. They say solo leveling season 2. It was like up and down. You know what I'm saying? They say it was like up and down. And so it's like the chimera. I'm not chimera. the ant fight at the end was peak, but they say it was like up and down. Like, and so I think that was one of the the detriments to it that people was talking about. See, it was a good season to me. Don't get me wrong. I don't disagree with your choice. That's one of the things I heard, and I was just like, I
see what you mean because I was like, I don't know. It's just so hard because, like I said, it's for me. It's hard because, like, again, My Hero Academia. You know how I feel about that. Bakugo. It's hard for me to go with the show when a side character stole your shine.
So your pick is One Piece and solo leveling as a tie. That's what your pick is. All right. All right. Well, I mean, like I said, we all got different different feelings.
This is a hard ass category because depending, I don't know how the voters vote at all. Like this isn't like the Grammys that I've watched over the course of years. I don't know how the voters are voting.
This next one hard.
What do they consider?
This next one hard too, bro.
Oh, best new series.
Best new series, yeah. Clever Test, Fragrant Flower Blooms with Dignity, Gachi Yakuta,
Sakamoto
Days, Summer
Ooh.
Hikaru died, and Takopi's Original Sin.
I still ain't watched those two, the Original Sin or the Summer Hikari die. I have not watched them.
Yeah,
We might have
I
to add that to our list.
No, this is for me. This
nah,
isn't difficult.
nah. Those two are drama thrillers. Like I'm not,
Yeah,
those ain't even in my wheelhouse. Like I'm not really big on thriller. Like
I could tell they
I'm kind of like you,
submitted those a
David.
lot.
Yeah, I'm kind of like you, David. I ain't typically big on the horror thriller genre. So,
Yeah,
uh, but I was gonna say, man, for this one, Gachiaka will probably win it again. There was best new series, especially since this is the first season. But if I had to give a second pick without, just thinking Sakamoto Days.
Sakamoto Days is
yeah.
close.
I
Sakamoto Days
like
just went
Sakamoto
viral.
Days a lot.
Sakamoto Days
because
was a viral series.
it it
Yeah,
gives the I refer Sakamoto Days usually to people that don't like the new school stuff,
Yeah,
but hangs on to the nostalgia.
yeah,
you know what though? I will say this: I'll be judging anime by like what comes through my granddaughter and my daughter and my wife's
yeah,
feed. Like they saw shit from like Demon Slayer. Like, yo,
yeah.
what's going on over there in the anime world? I'm like, oh, it came to your side. Like, got depending on the show. Like Sakamoto Days might have been one of those. Gachakuda might have been one of those. It's just those crossover animes that people who ain't looking for it, it still finds them because it's just that big.
I think that there's a difference between like what like might be like the best or the most influential, and like what you just said, David. I feel like what you just spoke on was influential. It's like something that's spread
Yes.
it spreads across like like the kids are watching it, the old people are asking about it, say, hey, I've been seeing this, the old people watching it. It's
Yeah,
like
they be like, yo, what's
it
going on over
like
there?
it spreads across like racial groups.
Genres,
It
yeah,
spreads
racial
across
group,
it spreads across
cultures.
age groups,
Yeah.
cultures.
When stuff spread
Yeah,
across cultures
yeah,
that that they're not even
hey,
looking for. Like when something be
yeah,
happening in the world of like social like reality TV, I
yeah,
ask my wife about it. If
yeah,
it gets to me, I know it's big. So
yeah,
I look at her and them, it's the same way. When anime gets to them, they ain't
yeah,
looking for, then I'll be like, oh shit, this might be
yeah,
bigger than I was
yeah,
thinking.
yeah. All right. Well, next category then. So best new series. Are we all thinking Gachiakata?
Yeah, I'm thinking that.
Sakamoto Days is real
Close
close.
second.
Yeah.
It may be like a 1.2
Yeah.
point.
Even though
This
I really enjoyed that Clevitus,
Yeah.
I just
Clever
don't think
Clever
it's
Test.
gonna beat any of these.
Clever Test was really, 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 really good. It's just that
Yes.
I think that the name recognition is probably
Broad,
gonna
have you
kill it.
seen that?
I watched like the first episode. I haven't
I,
really got all the way into it yet.
Oh
I think
yeah,
that
man.
I,
It's your vibe, dog. It's really
I'm
your
having to check
vibe.
it out.
I think the name recognition would be what keeps Clever Test from winning something like that, because
That's true. That's true.
it's like if I mentioned it to somebody randomly, they might not recognize it. They might not.
They
They
like, what's
like
that?
they be like, "What's that Clever Test?" I'd be like, "Yeah, man, that shit was hot." Yeah, like, "Yeah, all right,
Yeah.
well, if you say so." All right, so best original anime: Apocalypse Hotel, Digimon Beat Break, Lazarus, Mobile Suit Gundam. I don't even know how to say this. GQ,
I watched that.
Moonrise, and Zenshu. I'm gonna say, bruh, for me, it's probably that Moonrise. Have y'all watched that?
I watched
No,
it.
I haven't.
Yeah,
That
that
Moonrise was
Moonrise was good.
yeah, Moonrise was good. It's
Yeah,
by the people. It was a nice cultivation of people who worked
yeah,
on a lot of animes that we watched over the years, like Full Metal and shit like that.
yeah. That was a really good series to me. But I
I
mean,
will.
yeah,
The mobile suit one was cool. I
I
if
didn't
it
see that.
ah it was cool. That's it. You be like, oh, it's cool for a mobile suit. It ain't beating out G Gundam or Gundam Wing or none of those.
Hey,
Lazarus
I
was a
heard.
letdown. I'm be honest. I watched Lazarus all the way through. It's a
Yeah,
letdown.
yeah.
I heard.
I watched it all the way through and didn't like it either. What are you gonna say, bro?
I heard. I said I heard. Personal bias, whatever. I heard that the remake or the new Digimon really took off. I heard it really hit.
I like it right now.
It,
I
I'm
heard
only
it
like on
really hit.
5 or 6. I like it.
can I throw out a contrarian point?
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
That new Digimon beat break. If I'm not mistaken, wait a second. Let me make sure I got my facts right. Before I say this, um, it released on October
It's been
5th,
out for a minute.
2025, right? Digimon
Right.
Beat Break came out October 5th, 2025. All right.
How
Wait
did
a
he get on
second.
this list?
Digimon Story Time Stranger came out on October 3rd, 2025. Digimon Story Time Stranger became one of the biggest selling Digimon video games of all time.
Whew.
So you see where I'm going with this? And right now on Steam, it has an 87% positive. It has
Yeah.
an 87% positive rating on Steam.
This sounds like a
And
winner.
well, and the reason why I had to say it's a contrarian point, Broad, is because I feel that the timing of the release of the video game and the release of that anime might have something to do with the popularity, is because people are craving Digimon. Um, and
As they should have.
and look at now at the player history, like the player count history. The game in October 2025 had a peak of 84,000 people, and it did dip throughout the months, but right now it's still got a couple thousand people that's still playing like daily.
Hey,
So
that's not. You told me to play that. I'm gonna get that when I go.
yeah,
Is it on? Is it on sale?
it's not on sale right now, but I mean,
I'm a. Oh yeah.
actually it is on sale right now. I'm sorry, it's on sale for 30% off, 48.99 on Steam. But I was just gonna
I'm
say,
waiting
man,
for the screen share.
I just think that the video game probably boosted the anime up a bit. Not to say the anime is bad. I'm saying I think that they, did that thing where they kind of cooperated with each other. They kind of was like, hey, we release a video game on the 3rd, anime on the 5th. These motherfuckers gonna take off together and boost each other up. That's what I think was the strategy.
I would. I
Yeah.
would do that.
But I mean, bro, I don't disagree with you. Digimon was good. I've been watching it a little bit at a time, and it's pretty damn good.
I'm gonna have to,
Yeah, I'm enjoying
like
it.
I said, as a person that always stood by Digimon over Pokemon, I'm gonna have to check it out.
I feel that.
Yeah, when
All
it comes
right.
to the shows, I definitely did.
Well, I can't give a 100% certain pick on this original anime. I feel like it's several that I feel like were good, but I can knock that Lazarus off the list. I could definitely knock that shit off
Lazarus
the list.
should. Yeah, you
That
talking about
shit
a letdown,
at the
dog?
beginning,
Oh,
I was so excited for it because I liked the
me
vibe. I
too.
was like this. I was like this is giving me like Cowboy Bebop type of vibes. And
It
then
was by
as
the
it went
same people.
on,
The
and,
story was just ass. After
yeah,
at the end, you'd be like, "That was it."
yeah,
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 it's one
they
of those,
dropped the
bro,
ball.
where you be like, "Oh, y'all dropped the ball on this one."
Here we go. This is a good one. Best animation: Dan 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 season 2, Gachi Akuda, My Hero Academia, One Piece, Solo Leveling, Takopi's Original Sin. I'm
One
gonna go.
Piece.
Hey, I'm
Ooh,
One
gonna go. Look. I can't say overall because I feel like if I go overall, it's gonna be One Piece easily.
Piece is gonna
But
go
if
One
but
Piece.
but if we go by best episode, that's a hard one because the fight between Beru and Sung Jin Woo versus, let's just say, versus the fight between Midoriya and Shigaraki, towards the end, right?
yeah,
Then you take Gachiaku. Do you remember that episode where Rudo shot the cannon off? The little rail gun. He did the rail gun thing.
yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? It's like you got some. It's a hard competition right there for best animation, but I think that they probably looking at
Um,
overall. And if you're looking at
One Pieces
overall,
was good, but Solo Levelings was crisp.
yeah, I'm
I
just thinking
like Solo
One
Levelings.
Piece. One Piece had the most overall, like
Listen,
the most scenes. It had the
it
most scenes.
was
Yeah,
because you can't leave out One Piece because
Yeah,
they came out speed blitzing because everybody's gonna refer as soon as Luffy saw Rob Lucci and hit that
yeah, that was it right
whatever
there.
I'm
360
not gonna
flip,
lie.
That wasn't even the best fight.
that shit was
Zoro
total.
versus Rob Lucci was better, bro.
I
Zoro,
know it's
yeah,
crazy.
Zoro versus Rob Lucci was better. So
Also,
I ain't gonna lie. We can't shoot down one. What's the name either though?
who
Dandadan.
who
You,
what
I
was
ain't gonna.
what was the best scene in that whole season? Do you remember?
I'm gonna say when they formed Voltron.
I don't know, bro. I don't know.
Like because
I
I
don't know.
what they said is it. Let me see. Did they say series? How did they word this?
It's the best, just
Best
best
animation.
animation.
Oh,
Yeah.
if you're talking about just the whole season, Dan was killing it, bro.
Mm.
And so was One Piece Solo 11.
I
Shit.
don't disagree
They
with you. I put it on the same. I put it, but I'm saying like overall, if you talk about quantity and quality, One Piece probably
yeah, but
get it. But if you talk about quality alone, then yeah, you could definitely put a couple of these up there. Dan definitely reached the quality level. I'm not saying it was bad at all.
hell yeah, like
So I mean, it's hard. That's a
yeah,
hard category, bro.
yeah.
That's a hard category. I
That's
can't
another
pick one.
tough one.
I can't
That's
pick one.
another tough
I
one.
can't pick one. Look, I don't even know what like with these categories. I don't even know what the criteria they judging off of is. If they like, I wish I knew what the actual criteria because I'm sure the
That's what I
people who
remember. I
have
was
to,
saying I don't know how they're voting this.
yeah, they don't explain what the criteria is like in the voting. It sucks. All right, we're gonna do a couple more. All right.
Oh, we
Um,
got to do this one because I
which
seen one.
one?
I seen the one I think
Don't
got
tell me.
best character design.
Oh yeah, best character. Yeah, that was the next one I was gonna do. What you think?
Gotcha Kuda would get it for like
Creativity
what's the word? Yeah, creativity.
is
But
different.
my dress up darling is impressive. That shit was like animation wise, it's one of the rare ones I've ever watched a slice of life and was like, this shit look good. Like the way the
Yeah.
corners of their mouth move. Pause.
I was gonna say Apothecary Diaries, low key, but
That too, but dog, my dress up
yeah,
darling looks better as a
yeah,
series. Like just the way the characters move. I'm talking about just like the man, it's beautiful. And you know, they're doing the cosplay shit. Like the way they put that shit together,
yeah.
it's a good looking ass anime.
If you look at Apothecary Diaries and you look at like some screenshots of it, or you just watch the series, like the way that they do Apothecary Diaries, like the way that they do like the outfits, like like the what do you call it? I don't know what you call it. It's not kimonos because that's Japanese, but I forgot what they call them. You know, I'm talking about like
Yeah.
the robes, like the colors, their hair. Their hair got like this sheen to it, but it's like like you could tell who like the characters who are like the upper class characters, and you can tell who like the lower class characters are because the different way that which their hair look and where the way they dress is like you could be like, damn, like that's a rich motherfucker clearly, like that's a queen consort, whatever you want to call
Yeah.
her, and then you'd be like, this motherfucker, he a poor nobody, right? You know, but it's like even in the series, I think that she was like showing one of the consorts about like hair products and you see the difference when she put the hair products in her hair. It's like the shit is like glistening and it's like sheening. It's like I just think that they did a really good job, not with the animation, but with like the art direction on how the actual character designs look, But I
Yeah.
mean, I also agree with you though. My dress up darling,
It was
honestly,
a
it
beautiful
it
anime, yeah.
embodies this category because it's not a lot of characters, but it is like for the characters for Maureen, for her alone, her
Yeah.
design and how she switches up, when she does
Well, no,
her
it was a
cosplays.
lot of it's kind of quite a few characters. You get to the part where
Yeah,
they was at the table and shit, and they were
yeah,
trying to get that group picture together.
that's
Like
true.
that was some
Yeah.
elite shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, but I'm thinking that you right. I mean, my dress up darling could definitely be a top tier pick in that
That
category.
that they're gonna be a problem in this category.
I don't know if One Piece. I don't know if One Piece will. We ain't seen the Straw Hats in so many different outfits, bro. But at this point, I don't even care how they look.
Yeah.
It's so funny because they change outfits every arc. It changes
Yeah.
outfits every arc, and that shit is like cool, but it's also annoying because like I really do dislike the idea of a character having the same outfit for an entire series. And we've seen some series like that. I hate that shit. Give me a new outfit every once in a while. Remember, but I get it. Some outfits are like iconic, like Edward Elric, the red jacket, black, black shirt, black pants,
but
red
he
jacket.
changed. Like you seen him, that was his. Like he didn't always have that. He had tank tops on sometimes. Like
no,
he
the
changed.
tank top, the tank top was under the jacket. That was that. You remember like the tank top was under the jacket.
No, but you remember he had a like when he got hurt,
he had a winter outfit on.
That's what I'm saying. Like he's changed. Yeah, they ain't just red jacket us to death.
Yeah, like Naruto, like the orange jumpsuit.
The orange, man, I think he went to sleep in that.
Goku orange jumpsuit. It was a nice departure from the normal when you remember in Dragon Ball Super Broly when they had the jackets on. I was like, damn, them jackets fire. And then they took them off and they had their regular clothes on. I was like, damn.
I know, yeah. Because the only person who really fought in something different, like it was good to remember when Piccolo had on something different. You was like, oh shit, like Gohan finally put on some different clothes. Like it was a better aesthetic.
A random point about that you know about Gohan. Y'all ever noticed? I think I mentioned this to you before, David. Gohan, every fit that Gohan has ever worn was inspired by somebody else's fit. And I'll just start off by, like his original outfit. You remember his original outfit was Grandpa Gohan
Piccolo's
inspired. No, his original
OG,
when he was a baby.
OG.
When he was a baby, you remember he was wearing the same kind of outfit that Grandpa Gohan wore, right?
Yeah.
And then so transition into, the Saiyan, training, before the Saiyans got there. You remember Piccolo gave him Goku's outfit. You remember he gave him the little orange, the orange little, whatever, right?
Yeah.
And
but he showed up to the Cell Saga though.
But wait, then we get the Namek, right? And then in Namek, he wore
Piccolo
outfit.
Yeah, dog.
You remember he had the Piccolo outfit in Namek, and then
Piccolo always had that shit on. First off,
and then had the he did, and then had the Saiyan armor. You remember he had the Saiyan armor, in Namek. And then, and then
they had to sneak around.
And then, so we get the Cell Saga, and then he was wearing, if I'm not mistaken, at the beginning of that arc, because he wasn't really fighting in the beginning of that arc. You remember, like he wasn't really doing shit because he couldn't do shit. You remember, but then
Which
he trained
on Namek.
No, Cell Saga. I was saying Cell Saga.
Yeah.
We know that he, was training in the Saiyan armor again, but then you remember he asked Piccolo for the full fit, not just the shoulders, not just the regular, but he got the shoulders, too.
Yeah.
And which is crazy disrespect because he had just got done training with his dad.
Yeah.
And then of course, Buu Saga once again, we see him, Piccolo outfit, but then he decides he want to switch to the Goku outfit after he unlocks his potential. Then got his ass whooped. Disrespect to the Goku outfit, by the way. And then and then goes back to the Piccolo outfit, of course, later in the Tournament of Power and in the whatchamacallit, the superhero movie. He had the Piccolo outfit on. But it's funny, also, and the Saiyan Man outfit is inspired by who's inspired by Saiyan Man outfit? The Saiyan Man outfit is inspired by something I forgot. It's the green and black. Damn, what was that shit? Was it Cell? It might have been Cell. I can't think. I can't remember. But the Saiyan Man outfit was inspired.
Yeah, I said he had the sunglasses on. That was some bullshit. I hated that Saiyan Man outfit. I'm be honest.
But yeah, no, that was a little
like a big ass alien. He looked like a big ass.
Yeah, it was like a mixture between like Cell and it was a Saiyan Man. What wasn't it a TV show? Well, it was some bullshit. I can't remember.
Super Sentai, because he was doing the Ginyu poses.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what it was. Android 16. It was Android 16. The green and black.
Oh Oh,
Yeah,
got
that's
it.
who.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
Gohan has always snatched inspiration for his outfits from other characters. And I just think this is a funny observation that somebody made because I never noticed that. He don't got no the
Mm-mm.
Gohan don't got no original outfits. Think about that, bro.
No.
He don't got no original iconic outfit.
Loser.
It's okay, we know Trunks is the real Drip King. Ain't nobody ever gonna say Trunks won the one didn't have the best drip in all of Dragon Ball. With that purple
He
jacket,
Easily.
bro had outside of Goku when he came back from outer space and that Namek.
Yeah.
Actually, with him and Trunks got together and met each other the first time, they both had that shit on.
Oh, you talk about you talk about that Yardrat outfit that Goku had on?
Yeah, that shit. He had that shit on, boy. Both of them, and then with that, I ain't gonna stunt.
Yeah.
I did thought Trunks was a lesbian at first, just like everybody else. But when he started talking, I was like, yeah, he had that shit on. Yeah,
I don't.
Everybody thought he was a lesbian at one point in time.
I ain't think that.
I mean, isn't most guys? Isn't most guys?
Bro, listen, I'm gonna be real with you. Growing up in Birmingham, living on the east side with niggas that watched DBZ that didn't really know what the fuck they talk about. They really thought Trunks was a lesbian. I was like, that's crazy.
Birmingham niggas back in the day was some of the most homophobic niggas ever, bro. Like, talk about like everything was gay. everything was gay. You couldn't breathe wrong. That shit gay too. Like just some of the most hyper masculine ass niggas ever. Probably not even hyper masculine really, because niggas probably gay now. I don't know. This that shit go. You know how that shit go. Niggas be projecting. But I remember back in the day, man. Like you couldn't even you couldn't watch Sailor Moon. Oh, that shit gay. You couldn't watch no. You couldn't just be yourself, bro. Couldn't just be yourself, man.
No.
Couldn't just be yourself. Couldn't just enjoy good animation or a good story.
They wouldn't let you. That's why you watch it in a piece of your own home.
Yeah, certain shit just gay, bro. Certain shit just gay.
Dang, they was doing stuff different down there in Birmingham, yo.
It was a while you couldn't even wear pink as a man. That shit gay.
Man, what? I mean,
and then Dipset got that going though. Yeah,
Cameron popularized that.
And then right after that, it was the You a Jerk era when everybody started wearing the Ralph Lauren polos and niggas started wearing the pink polos.
Yeah, the pastel color.
The pastel colors.
You remember the polos with the plaid shorts shit?
Nigga with the Sperry's.
Oh yeah, with the Sperry's.
With the Sperry's.
That was a whole era, bro. That was a whole era. That's crazy. That's some shit right there, bro.
We ain't forgot it. Listen, we ain't forgot about y'all niggas, especially with them see-through forces. We ain't forgot about y'all niggas.
Hey, my homeboy had some see-through forces. I used to borrow.
Yo, they feet used to get so sweaty in those. Yo.
Yeah, they used to get there. You see the moisture. You can see the moisture.
Yeah, the moisture start to build up. That was crazy. That was a bad era, yo.
It looked like a whole ass biome.
It was, man. You knew fungus was gonna grow in there. That was a terrible idea.
Listen, niggas was brave. Listen, girls was brave back in my neighborhood for wearing them without socks.
Oh, that was awful. But girls' foot choices be insane already.
Nah, bro. Y'all don't. But you remember also at that time. You remember they was also making Air Jordan heels and shit. Like they would you remember they was fake. They was like knockoffs. They was. Mm-hmm.
With the jersey dresses.
Yep.
Oh man.
Yep. Jersey dresses, apple bottom jeans, boots with the fur type shit.
Niggas was rocking. Niggas was rocking the belt strap jeans, the jabros,
the red and the red. Well, remember red monkeys. You had to have a patch on the back of your jeans. Whatever brand you wore, you had to have a patch on the back of your jeans. You ain't had no patch on the back of your jeans. The shit was garbage.
I think the worst one was the Evisus with the big ass McDonald's arch on the back of your ass.
Mm-hmm.
That shit was so stupid.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways,
and if you had True Religion, you really was came from some money. You really was balling if you had some True Religion jeans on back then.
Did you eat any over there?
But yeah, man. All right, well, we're gonna move on from this because it's a bunch of other categories like best romance anime,
I see
best
both
background
best
art.
background art. What is this other one? The best romance one. Just real quick for me, between Dan to Dan or My Dress Up Darling.
Yeah. I think My Dress Up
What's
Darling
the other
probably
one?
win that category, but I mean, The Fragrant Flower Blooms with Dignity was really good too. So I say that.
Okay.
But
Best comedy. What is it? That Witch Watch. That wasn't Spy Family. That shit was not a comedy for season 3. I don't know what the fuck they talking about.
yeah,
Dan to Dan might win that one because that was funny.
yeah.
What is this? Best action anime. What we got?
Yeah.
We got Dan to Dan, Gachakuda,
That's a
or Gacha Yakida.
I can't
It's the
make no
same.
I can't make no choice on that list.
I'll say it's the
Yeah.
same usual suspects. Dan to Dan, Gacha Yakida, Kaiju 8, My Hero Academia, One Piece, and Solo Leveling. I'm gonna be honest with you, dog. Shit. What is it? Best Isekai? Ooh, shit. The Campfire Cooking in Another World. The Disney Twisted Wonderland.
ReZero more than likely gonna win that category. Just
I'm looking like
it's either ReZero or Zenshu. Zenshu was super popular as a as an isekai because it wasn't like a traditional isekai. It was an author that was like
from
writing.
bureaucrat to villainous. Dad's been reincarnated. I started watching that, but me personally, my favorite is Konosuba. Yeah. That's just for me. I thoroughly enjoy that.
Yeah, but
we don't do dramas.
I'm telling you now, ReZero gonna win that category.
Yeah, ReZero definitely.
The season ReZero season 3 was peak.
That category don't even seem tough. I'm being honest with you. It don't seem tough at all. Because I feel like it was way better isekais than what they got in here. But it all depends on what you submit also.
Yeah. But we got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Like we got 9 more categories. So I was like, I ain't gonna
most of the shit is our stuff, like Slice of Life, best anime main character, best supporting characters.
Izuku Midoriya gonna win that best main character. I'm telling you now. Izuku Midoriya gonna win that best main character.
Shit, yeah.
Bakugo gonna win that best supporting character easily.
He better. He better.
He was better than he might have been the best supporting character. Shit, I ain't gonna lie, Turbo Granny is fucking awesome though.
I love Turbo Granny, bro. Especially reading it, like we in red, man.
Yeah. Turbo Granny.
Yeah, I love Turbo Granny, man. It's like I mean, them putting her in like the little cat body.
Get it? If Bakudo don't get it, Turbo Granny deserves it.
I don't know if she. Unfortunately, I don't know if she would win. Now, I mean, you read Apothecary Diaries, like
yes,
they got some good supporting characters too.
Yeah, but they're only judging it by season 2, not later on. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the season 2 characters are.
Oh yeah, but not better than. But they're judging it on Bakugo's entire catalog. It's gonna be hard to beat him in 2 seasons.
I think they just talk about the final season.
Well, shit, man.
My Hero Academia
he definitely wins that.
Yeah,
he was the hero of the series.
I agree. No, that's what I'm saying. I said Bakugo wins that. I'm just saying
he saves the day.
As a second place, it'll be a little harder, but yeah, man. All right, well let's go and move on so we can get to the meat, potatoes of the episode.
We should have skipped over some of those, dog. They got some nice stuff in here. They got scores and everything, but we can keep going. Damn.
Oh no, I wasn't gonna discuss that because I mean that's voice acting and shit like that. Like I'm not.
But I'm talking about they got best ending sequence, best opening sequence, best anime score. Like that shit is hard. I already know Brawl will pick Gachakuda because of the music he like. But yeah,
we
can keep going.
All right. So, Brad, do you want to give your opinions and everything on some of the stuff that you weren't able to discuss last week? Because I know, like, JJK,
Um,
had fire,
wow,
seems to be a
wow,
hero. Like, do you want to give your opinions?
wow. All right. I
Me
don't
and
even
David
know where to
already discussed.
start. So first off, I'll just say out of all three, you already know JJK probably had one of the best ending sequences that I've seen in a very long time. Because first off, Okotsu ate that boy ate,
Mm-hmm. That was
and
good.
it was so good. There is nothing that I could nitpick on. Uh, I don't know. It was crazy. I'm excited for part two. I'm already reading ahead. I got to the part that you were talking about where I got to the end of
Akari versus
round.
Kashimo.
No,
You
I
see,
ain't even
you
got
have
that.
seen it.
Oh yeah, I have seen that.
Yeah,
I
Akari
got
versus Kashimo. Yeah, you saw that.
yeah. I'm actually on the ending of round one between Gojo.
I got you.
So, but anyways, I ain't gonna say no more of that. But
Oh, look at you moving along.
oh man, I'm ahead on a lot of stuff. Like I'm on Elbath right now with One Piece, but well, probably on the
Yeah.
back end.
Are you
Uh,
reading it though, right? You reading
oh yeah,
that?
I'm reading it.
Yeah.
I do got a comment for FM after I'm done though, but Fire Force I caught all the way up. I'm not gonna talk about this recent episode unless y'all want to transition into it, but
That's fine.
man,
We want to
it
get
was
your
actually,
JJK feel like for
He arts.
the
Yeah,
my
he arts
visual.
it.
JJK. Yeah, JJK
Oh,
was
that
like
was
peak. Yeah, it was peak. I was speechless. I probably watched it. I ain't gonna stand. I'm a glaze it. I watched it 6 times. I watched that episode like 6 times because it was just so good. And
I
man, I
mentioned my
will get
favorite moment was that 3-way domain expansion when
crazy.
when they was explaining it, and it was like, like a 3-way domain expansion is like usually like what did they say, a 3-way domain expansion is like a lot of different like factors that influence like how like it'll go, but he was like,
yeah.
with Kurorushi, they said when he put his hands in, and and he upset the balance, and it became unstable and broke.
Bro shattered the
That's
whole
me
thing.
paraphrasing, but
I think my favorite scene was probably when they were in the field and Okosu stuck the knife in there in the center because a lot of people I had to
yeah,
go back because again in the anime there's so much detail that people didn't catch or they didn't put in there.
yep.
Like when
People didn't
because like
didn't catch that backstory on Uro,
yeah
about
yeah
her being
because
in the
like
Sun, Moon, and Star Squad and being an assassin
yeah
and shit. They
Hmm.
skipped
and
over
then
that.
on top of that they went
They mentioned it a little bit when you first saw her. They had like the little header
Yeah, it's like
and
a little
just
slideshow.
yeah, it was like a
Yeah,
people
brief
ain't
little
read
summary of like
people
who
ain't
she
reading
is,
that
and that
shit.
was it.
yeah.
That's
But
true. I paused it. I'm reading.
and then when he got cut on the shoulder and they didn't see the little bugs come out of his shoulder,
Yeah,
in that manga they really showed that shit. But anyway,
yeah,
since
They
to be
showed
a
some
hero,
bugs. They showed like three little green little things on the shoulder.
yeah, the look, but it was
Yeah.
really gory in the anime. But
bro.
since to be a hero, man, I it's a cliffhanger. I wanted more, and I can't wait for it to start back up. And then of course the same thing for Fate. I ain't gonna start. I'm kind of a little bit hooked on it. I'll see
I'm
how it
glad to
finishes off.
I'm glad.
I'll,
I'm glad to hear it.
I'll give you that. But
Hey,
with
bro,
that
I
being
got a
said,
question.
go ahead.
JJK, the scene when they was before the domain expansion, before the 3-way domain expansion, when Ryu was beating on his chest,
With all
and they
his
was doing,
chest,
he was beating on his chest. He was doing the little, the Gear 5.
yeah,
It was like a little Gear 5 moment, that they was
listen, that shit was cold.
channeling.
That shit was cold. He's like, why the
Yeah,
fuck are we talking? He said, why are we fucking talking? Let's
yeah,
put these hands. And then on top of that, somebody pointed out something
yeah.
that she didn't say She didn't say what she said in the manga, but I ain't never heard nobody in the anime get called dick cheese.
Yeah, yeah, that was funny.
That
And,
was wild.
and then another thing too about that, we got to see what we didn't get to see in the manga, but we got to see their domain expansions start. But they did, of course, it
Yeah, we
got
do. Yeah.
destabilized, but we got to see it start, and somebody was breaking it down, and they were saying that like Ryu's domain expansion was like all them like fireworks, it was like all them colors. It was like all those
Mm-hmm.
little colors. They was like, and then they said that it resembled like Japanese fireworks. And then the other one was like it was like lights lighting up, and it was like lighting up in a row. And they said that was Uro's technique. But of course, we don't know what their domain expansions would have been. We do know what Yuda's domain expansion is, but
Mm-hmm.
from the manga, but we don't know what Ryu and Uro's domain expansions were, but they kind of showed like a glimpse of what they started out
What
as.
they
Bro,
could have been.
Yeah.
the I ain't gonna stunt. The number one scene probably that stuck in my head is when Yuta took old buddy's shot and used girls technique and shot it in the air.
Shot it
Yeah.
in
But
the hey, great
you had to
planning.
pay it. You had to pay. I had to go back and rewind it when they had to do the freeze frame and show him that he sent it back down.
Yeah.
I had to rewind it and see if they put it in the actual fight. And you seen that
Mm-hmm.
he was
He
like
throws it up.
Yep.
he throws it down. He
Yeah.
throws it back down, and I was like,
Yeah.
"What the fuck did he do that shit?"
Yeah.
But that shit was cold. But going into Fire Force, man, it's probably peaked into like one of my top 5 favorite animes. I ain't gonna stunt. Finishing it out,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I'll go
Top
into Soul Eater.
5?
It's I wouldn't say top 5. Sorry, let me rephrase that. Top 7 or 8 because my top 5 is solid. Um, but going into it, man, it was pretty dope because like
Yeah.
it, Shinra. First off, why old girl came at him like that, talking about I want your baby. I don't even
Hey, I
want you.
like
I
that
want
talk.
your baby.
I
I think
like that talk.
I think that I mean it's like for one, she explained it. Like he saved her life, like gave her purpose in living. Like she was ready to die, and
Yeah.
like she was ready to end the world over it. Like she didn't really have a purpose in living other than
Mm-hmm.
to bring about the calamity or whatever. He like brought her back to life, and like created like a new world, like
Mm-hmm.
and so she said it. She was like, I want your like babies. I want to have your baby, or I want to have your baby because you're a hero. Like you're the hero, and you gave me a reason to live. She said, I think her exact words was like, I had nothing to live for before, but now I'm starting to like enjoy like life, so it's like,
Mm-hmm.
I want to share that with I guess like a baby, right? I want to have something to live for the future. So she was on demon time though. She was like, hey, she's like, you don't have to raise it. Like I just need you to make it.
Yeah,
you
she
know
yeah, and she need insertion. That's the kind of talk we like.
Hey, look, I'm
I'll
I'm
say,
I'm gonna tell you now. I'm gonna tell you now. If I think that she took that shit. I think she took that shit eventually because
Oh,
people have been
she got him.
speculating about the kids at the end, the blonde one and the pink
And
haired
this
one.
one with pink hair, that's her son
Yeah,
by
so people,
him.
yeah, that's what people are speculating. They thinking
No,
that
no,
that
ain't no speculation.
they thinking that the pink haired one is
Hers.
from her, and then the
And the
blonde one is from
blonde haired one
Iris.
is from. It is. It has
And
to
then
be.
other people were saying, no, the blonde haired one is Arthur's child.
No, no, no,
I
no,
was like,
no.
nah.
He idolizes Arthur, but
Yeah,
but he said your family is coming. Those are
yeah.
both of his sons
That's
by
what I
two
think too.
different women. Yeah,
That's what I think too.
Arthur is
She,
Arthur
she,
is his like he idolizes Arthur, so he got the
yeah,
Arthur hair. That's not Arthur's son.
yeah, yeah. I think she definitely took that shit. I think it's either she took the seed and put it in herself, or she
I mean,
did
she could
the,
do that
she
too.
or she I don't want to say the
No.
word, but she took it. She took the D.
Oh,
She could have
she
did
did.
that too. I
She got
don't really know.
exactly what she wanted.
I don't really know if you Shinra that you can actually take it from you. It's kind of like one of the situations is like where like let's just say like somebody did hop on it like against your will. Are you really fighting it? Like I mean,
Not from her.
I don't know, bro. I mean, because I don't want to speak on it in real life terms. Because in real life terms, I mean, of course, like David, me and you married, so like, yeah,
Yeah.
I gotta fight it. I can't just succumb because I'm married. I
Yeah.
gotta
But
honor
how,
my marriage. I gotta honor my wife.
you
But
definitely got to honor
it,
your
it
marriage.
but
But the
but
fight,
but in anime terms,
yeah,
yeah, I mean, fight it like, oh damn,
yeah. I mean,
you
to an
caught,
extent,
you caught me.
yeah.
Oh, you got me.
Oh,
Oh,
look at that.
well.
This, yeah. For some reason, my pants and socks is off. It's crazy out here. I don't know how the lights is out.
Yeah,
I can't
I don't
explain
know
it.
I don't know how this happened. I definitely did not know you were in the room. I didn't even expect it.
Freaky
So yeah,
dick.
she caught up the old boy.
Yeah, people was shipping. People who shipped Shinra and Hibana were upset though. The Hibana is the pink haired chick with the eyes. You know what
Yeah,
I'm talking about? Yeah, you know what I'm talking about, Broad?
Yeah, I know what you're
Yeah.
talking about.
Yeah, people shipped her and Shinra together because she what did she say? They said, "Don't you love Shinra?" And she was like, "I love like everything about Shinra," but like I guess she was
yeah,
trying to say like she's not particular to like romantic love, but more so just like she loves everything about him, not just
yeah.
like
I
She was
didn't
one of the
figure that.
captains.
I ain't gonna
yeah.
say I didn't figure that he ended up with Iris because I didn't know she loved him like that.
I
But
mean,
it was kind of.
they kind of
It wasn't.
they kind of played around with it, because you remember when he came back, he came back from Adola, you remember his doppelganger had been in his body. You remember, and his doppelganger had like burnt her. And,
Yeah,
and when he came back, he
Yeah,
apologized to her, and she was like, she like hugged him, and she was like, "It's okay." She was like, "It's not your fault. I know you didn't. I know you. It wasn't you." Like I think they kind of teased it a little bit.
well, yeah, but you
Yeah,
knew, like, you could see it over the course of the season. There was a connection there.
yeah. Throughout the whole series, really too, because I mean, there was other
Yeah.
moments. Yeah, there was other
Hmm.
moments. I think at the beginning it was kind of like a one sided like thing. Because you remember, like he was like infatuated with her at the very beginning. You
I thought
remember?
the craziest hookup was
Oh, you talking about old girl
the
that cut off dude's head,
his head.
and, and, and,
Yes,
and,
Yes.
and she was like, you kind of cute.
Yeah. I didn't see
yeah.
I didn't
She
I
just
wouldn't even
walked off
see
with
you
her.
down there.
And,
I apologize for killing you
hey,
that too quick.
she didn't even apologize, bro. He was just lying. She's like, it
He
is
was
what it
like,
is.
man. He said,
Trauma
man.
bonding. That's all that was.
Yeah, he said, man. I guess I could date a girl that chopped off my head. Whatever.
Yeah, he was like,
Yeah, that's
he's like, it's
crazy.
cool. Yeah,
That
that
shit
was
was
that.
wild.
Yeah, that is funny. Um, yeah, man. I don't think it wasn't no other. I mean, what? Hamea and oh, I forgot the black dude name. What's the black dude name?
Uh,
Dang, what's his
I don't know.
name, man?
Without looking it up, I couldn't tell you.
Uh,
He's
I
my
can't think of
favorite
his name.
character too. That's crazy.
Karen. Karen.
Yeah,
That's his
Kieran.
name. Yeah, him and Hamea. Hamea, hey, I don't usually say stuff like this. I sometimes I say stuff like this, but it's like when you come to like anime characters, how they look. I mean, of course, it's like animation, right? It's not real people, but like Hamea kind of cute as like a like a design, right? When she peeked her
Mhm.
head out of that little out of that thing, and she had like the little sparkly little blue eyes, and she looked at Karen, and he was like, "You're so cute." She was like blushing. I was like, man, like, yeah, she a little cutie pie. I'm glad Karen got his girl though, because he had been what he had been saying the whole series. He said he had to stand by her because she was internalizing all of like the what's the word they use for like
Oh,
like the like
it was
all
like
the thoughts.
everybody's.
Yeah, all
everybody's
the
pain.
collective consciousness. Yeah, the
Yeah,
collective
yeah, yeah,
consciousness of
yeah,
the
yeah.
world. She was like internalizing all of it. And so he said that he had to stand by her. That's probably the most well developed romance in the entire series, honestly,
She
Yeah, because
said,
because
like
he
she
had really
said,
been serving her,
she
you
said,
know.
you cheated. She said, you cheated.
Yeah,
She said, why would you do that? You cheated.
yeah.
because like you really didn't see like that their romance that really kicked off and developed in
Y-
that final season.
You know, something else I like. I as Shinra as a main character, man. I think that he is elite amongst main characters, man. He I like his confidence. You know, he confident in every scenario he go into. You ain't never seen him despair or like get like down on himself. Like I mean, he get down on himself, but like you ain't never seen him like go into a fight and be like second guessing himself. And like when he, became Shinra Bansho, right? And when Hameya, when the little thing came out, the that like what did they call it? I forgot what they called it, but the like black thing came out and Shinra said, like there's no place for you in this world, and then he like destroyed
Yeah.
it like that. Like he's so certain in everything that he does. And I appreciate that about his characters that he ain't like you he really is a hero. I mean, which they kind of played around with that concept with that idea this whole season as
Yeah.
Shinra being like a chosen one because you remember his mother that was what was it a virgin birth, two virgin births. She had two
Yeah.
virgin births, but Shinra was like destined to be a hero, destined to be a savior of the world. And I think that he didn't let that make him cocky. He actually internalized it as I have to be better. I have to always be working hard to be a hero. You know what I'm saying? I think that I like that because we see characters like Deku, who originally started out as a crybaby, developed into somebody that's similar, right? As a hero. You see a character like Ichigo, right? Throughout the entire series of Bleach, Ichigo struggled with identity issues. The entire series,
Yeah.
struggle with identity issues. You look at JJK, Itadori, same thing throughout the entire series, struggling with like side issues and wasn't always sure of what the right thing to do was,
Yeah, they're
But
always uncertain of itself.
yes, and so I just feel like characters like Okotsu, characters like Shinra, like a character that's like I know every move I make, I'm making the right move. Like
Hmm.
I like a character like that, and because some people might call it like not deep and like surface level, but I think that's deep in its own way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's
It's
okay to know that you're for certain on how you want this to go. Like
yeah,
we're so used to characters always being uncertain. They don't know what the hell going on most of the time.
yeah,
To get somebody who's like, no, I want to be good. I'm gonna make the right decision, and I know what the right decision is.
yeah.
It's a nice little breath of fresh air.
It's like okay, here's another good example. Shinra could have done a lot of different things throughout the entire series that would have avoided certain events happening. Like for example, like at the end there when they was Nadola, like some people might say, like remember his brother was saying, Shinra, are you sure you want to do this? Shinra was like, shit, no, yeah. What you mean? Am I sure? He was like, hey, like you could, like, are you sure you want to rebuild the world? Like, yes. And he did it a million times before he settled on one option, right? It's like
Hmm.
I don't know, bro. I just like those characters because I think that there is a complexity to being certain. Because how much did you play around with it in your mind before you became certain? And what mental conflicts did we not see that you was having
Mm.
when you was deciding, hey, it's a war and I want to end this war or I want to, save the world, but it might require me killing somebody. It's like in Fate, in Fate, Strange Fate, right?
Yeah.
It's like, they could have killed the little girl to say to end the whole thing, but everybody was like, who gonna be the one to kill her? Who gonna get their hands dirty? And you remember like Richard was like unwavering,
That whole situation was
he was unwavering. He was like, even you remember when they showed him the flashback, and he saw Saber, and what she did in destroying the Holy Grail and all the people dying, and he was like basically
Mm-hmm.
like, I don't worship like you know uh King Arthur because of like this like legend of him or her being this great warrior, this great king. I like he's like, I love King Arthur because of like the tragedy of the story too, you know.
Yeah.
So it's like heroes like that, bro. I love when you're internally you might be struggling, but externally everybody sees confidence. I know
Yeah.
it's a long rant, but I feel like we get a lot of different types of main characters in anime now, and it's not just one type. And I feel like back in the day it was just one type. You know,
It
you know what I'm
was.
saying, David? Back in the day, growing up.
Now now we have this range of, because everybody was uncertain. Everything
Yeah,
that we've ever seen, from like Full Metal Alchemist to Yu Yu
Naruto.
Hakusho to Naruto, they're all uncertain of the future. And
Yeah,
to get somebody who is just like, no, this is what we need, and no,
yeah.
I ain't trying to hear nothing else.
And you can't
It
sway,
was
and you
nice.
can't, yeah, you can't sway me. You can't sway me
Yeah.
again. You can't sway me, change my mind. Yeah, actually, another good example, but not the whole time, but Aaron Yeager. When Aaron, after that time skip, when you remember when he was in what do you call it? He was in Marley. You remember when he was there? He was in there like gathering intel. He was undercover. You remember that shit? He was there for a long time. After that, Aaron was a whole different person. That first
Yeah.
half
Hey,
of Attack on Titan,
yo.
he was
Yeah,
he didn't
after that
know.
little time skip, man, he knew what needed to be done
Yeah,
after
he
that.
would. Yeah, he was moving with such certainty, like that. Like it wasn't nothing you could tell him.
Yeah.
They even tried to sway him. They tried to be like, "Hey, Aaron, this ain't the right move. Killing everybody is not the right option." And he's like, "Yeah,
Nah, they gotta go.
nah, they gotta go." So,
Yeah, I love Attack on Titan.
all right, let's talk about this Demons of the Shadow Realm, because like I want to get into that. That shit was crazy.
That shit was clean.
That shit was crazy,
Yeah,
bro. Like the violence. I
it's
get a
what we
damn
needed.
violence, a violence warning. Like that was brutal.
I wasn't
Bro,
expecting that from old girl. I wasn't expecting that.
Old girl with the chomp chomp
the
chomp. That
chump,
shit.
Yeah,
the chump. I said, what the
I was like,
hell?
damn.
The chump. I said, what the? See, I knew the traveler had a. The traveler was way too calm for me when he was in
Yeah.
the city, and I was like, you sneaky. What's up with you? But
Yeah, when
yo,
hey,
that barrier came down,
he,
he was too chill about it. Like it's like he
yeah.
knows something that we don't know. But I mean, clearly he do. I mean, now after
Well,
seeing the ending
hell,
of the
even on
episode,
top of that, the other thing, I
yeah,
was me and my wife, she loves Full Metal, so I was like, yo,
mhm,
this is by the same people. She was like, put it on, right?
yeah,
I'm like, yeah, let's go. So when we
yeah,
watching it, he was like, oh, the dragons is flying. I'm looking at her like, yo, these ain't dragons,
yeah,
but we gonna see what happens. You know what I'm saying? Yo, those are not
yeah,
dragons flying over, but we gonna see. And
yeah.
sure enough, they've been. I think, just from my perspective, I ain't read nothing. I ain't looked up nothing. I think those people been looking for him for a while, and they
Mhm.
kept flying over, kept flying over, kept flying. You know what I'm saying? They've
Yeah.
been looking for them. Now, are y'all even familiar? What the hell is up with that sister thing? If
So
that's
so
even
so
his sister, and
so
where's the
so
other twin?
so that is intriguing to me because at the very beginning, when she's giving birth to you, remember she gives birth to the boy, and then he's like, "Hey, there's another baby in there," and the lady's like, "Do not push it out," you know, and like she's like, "What?" She's like, "Hold it." She's like, "Hold it.
Yeah,
You cannot give birth to this
it's
second
supposed to
child."
be. Yeah,
So I think that maybe in their world there's something with twins, because this ain't the first time we have seen in an anime series like that. There's something like unusual or like something like sinister about how villages or like worlds handle twins.
yeah. Do
You
you
know,
think it might have been something about, hey, if you on the night of the summer solstice, the moon rise, and this. If you have two babies, one's gonna be like the son of promise, and the other's gonna be like a devil's pawn. You know what I'm saying? What if it's like
Yeah.
one of those?
Well, that's how it
So
is.
she like,
So have you ever played Monster Hunter Stories?
no, I have
Okay.
not.
Well,
I need to.
in the new one, I ain't played it yet, but I played the demo, and in the beginning, it's a cutscene where it's two Rathalos that's born, two Rathalos, right? And so
Yeah, I seen that part.
at the beginning they say they born from the same egg, and the
Oh
folks is
shit!
like, this is unusual, but legend says that twins basically are like like a curse. So it's like
Right.
we got to kill one of them, and so you don't really see what happens, but it's assumed that they killed one of the babies or one of the Rathaloses. But
Damn.
it's like also there's another anime. It's called Sword of the Demon Hunter, um, and that's another series where they kind of show it's
I
not
watched that.
twins. It's not twins. You watched it?
I think I watched that.
Yeah, but
You
it's
know how
not
something sound familiar,
but it's not
keep going.
twins, but it's brother and sister. And the brother and the brother and sister like it's like a cursed existence. It's like there's always gonna be this duality between twins. We saw it in JJK too with
Yeah.
Mai and Maki. It's like there's this duality between twins, and in some series they try to make it seem like one twin is gonna be good, one twin gonna be evil. You know, because it has to be that way, right? I don't know. I don't know how much that goes throughout different legends or how much that goes throughout different media, but I feel like that's a
Oh yeah, I
common thing.
seen this.
Yeah,
The dude who lived across basically like generations of
yeah.
like historical Japanese. Yeah, hey, that
But
was
but but
good.
but you remember what happened at the beginning? You remember his sister? His sister killed
Yeah.
his
Hey, that
sister.
was
Like
fucked up.
yeah. His
He
sister
killed the
killed
woman that he thought
the
he was
woman
in
that he
love with.
loved, and
Yeah, but she
became
was gonna get
became
married off.
she was jealous. But she
Yeah,
was
very.
like she was evil. She was evil. She was an evil sister, evil twin, or not twin, but evil
Yeah,
sister. But I was just
evil
saying, yeah,
sister.
like twins across media, whether it's books and anime, I feel like it's like a thing where like they constantly are always pulling that same storyline of you got one good twin, one evil twin. They got to fight each other eventually at some point down the line because both can't exist at the same time. They got to kill each other. They destined to kill each other. So
Yeah.
that's what this seems
I
like.
wonder how this is gonna turn out. It's very, very good at first. It's a good start. A fantastic start.
I'm listening.
But
I'm
Yeah,
shoot.
listening to it. I'm listening
I
to it
like the
again now. What you saying, Broad?
only. Are we still talking about the
Yeah,
Demon show? Demon
yeah. We're
show.
talking about
Yeah.
the demons. Yeah.
I really like the ending scene when he summoned his. That
Okay.
shit was
So,
cold.
Broad, listen.
Yeah.
This is what she says. She says, don't push that baby out." She says, "You've nearly made it to dawn. You must resist the urge to push." She says, "Resist." You say, "You're asking for the impossible, Granny." And she says, "That doesn't matter. Even if it's impossible, she must. If she does this, her children will be the ones to place the demons under their command." I don't know what the fuck that means. Does that sound like it make any
Oh,
sense?
so maybe that's what's happening to the young man, that he got two demons under his command.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay. That might
Hey,
actually make
I'm
sense.
so glad you looked that shit up because he got two under his command, which
But
those two characters are probably gonna be the coolest shit we've seen in a
nah,
long time.
well, no, the guy, the merchant guy said it at the end. He said that they demons almost always come in pairs.
Yes.
Yeah, so that I don't think that's uncommon.
Hmm.
Yeah, because the old girl said that her chomp
And
chomp thing was two dudes, well,
Yeah.
two
yeah.
different beings.
And how much time has passed? Like,
16
was
years.
it was it supposed to look old like that? Or is they are like descendants of like the, you know what I'm saying? Like, I got some questions. I got some
Yeah.
questions. I can't
Yeah.
I can't wait till next week, be honest with you.
Said ghosts, spirits, monsters, aberrations, cryptids. They have many names. Okay. It's okay. It says hard for people to know. Like they said, it come in many names, but it's hard for people to really say they know anything about them. When the only thing that's consistent is that they come in pairs. Yeah, this gonna be
Mhm.
a fire series, bro. I don't know.
It
I
it's a good start, man.
yeah, I feel like it's a lot of mystery that's like this surrounding this, man. But I'm curious as to how they're gonna blend these genres because like we got on one hand, it seems like like this character, the main character, he been raised in a village that's very primitive for his whole life, and then you got like modern day motherfuckers with guns, airplanes, helicopters. Like
Yeah.
I wonder how they're gonna blend that. I went like,
Well,
is
I
he
mean,
gonna
I
go
ain't
out
gonna
in the
let
world and have to like navigate the world?
adapt.
Yeah,
Probably so.
it's gonna be a adjustment. A primitive person going out into the real world ain't never seen nothing before.
Yeah.
Thinking the
It
airplanes is dragons.
a shock to your system. That's you. That's
Yeah.
the first thing that happens.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But yeah,
Everything
I'm
you
excited.
know. Yeah, good series so far.
I'm
Just
excited.
it's a
He,
start. I'll take
he,
it.
he gotta learn. He gotta learn how to fight, or like I don't know. I guess control. Yeah,
Well,
control.
yeah, it
Yeah.
looked like he got some skill himself. So I'm glad he's not a pussy and
Yeah.
like you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. He got some
Like right
skills to
out the
both.
gate. Yeah. Well, no, but even like he when he needed to do it in the face,
Yeah.
when he ran up
Yeah.
the thing, like he
Yeah. Him and
got
the other
some
guy.
wits about him. Yeah.
Yeah.
So he
Yeah.
don't seem like a liability.
Okay, so I don't know if y'all read the description, but it says of the anime of Demons of Shadow Realm. It says, in a world where certain humans command mighty supernatural duos called demons, it is the birthright of the children who sunder day and night, twins Yuro and Asa, to rule over these powerful entities. It says they're separated from a young age and unaware of the truth of their birth. Brother and sister must fight to make their way back to each other, claim their birthright, and save the world.
So we haven't even seen the other one. Like I
Mhm.
seen that like when they first talked about the
We, we
series,
we
I was
we
like, all
saw the
right.
other one, by the way. You remember she was locked up. You was
She's the
talking to her.
it was that the one that was locked up because the
I
girl
think
that was standing in front of her that apparently
I,
killed her was like, I'm your sister.
Yeah,
yeah,
she said
no,
something about I'm your sister, and
Yeah.
that
I
shit
don't know if
was
she was. I don't know if she
crazy.
was telling the truth, but I mean, when he
I
came
don't
to
yeah, but
talk
I
to
don't know
when he
I don't know what she
when he
was
when he came
talking
when he
about
came
yet.
to talk to her, she was like the little girl was in prison, and then the other guy he was talking to about his sister, and he was saying, how can we know this sister exists if can't nobody see her, like
Yeah.
other than you, and he was like, like I think that's what he was mentioning is like can't nobody go visit her but him.
Nope. Only but a select
So
few people like him, the
yeah,
granny,
yeah.
like yeah. And
So
a
so
few of those guys that the granny was like, hey, we get whatever
so
protocol, they probably know about her too, because they knew that it was a barrier.
But
So
it
like,
it says separated from a young age and unaware of the truth of their birth. So maybe I'm wrong. You know,
what we'll find out more
I,
because
I,
that's
I
all I know is there's twins and we ain't seen or at least
yeah,
understand who the next one who the twin is.
yeah. All right, y'all. Watch Reincarnated as a Slime.
I haven't watched
Yes.
the new season. I'm on season 3, and I'm almost there.
Okay.
It was just a hey, remember when we're back episode. Like it ain't nothing
Mm.
like, you know,
Yeah, yeah. We saw the villain for this season, or one of the villains.
one of yeah.
Um, yeah.
So it
Um,
was literally, bro. It's like the first episode when you come back and everything is kind of just relaxing or just setting it up. It's
yeah,
just it's a
Okay,
nice little setup. Yeah.
yeah. One Piece is out, by the way.
right now.
Yeah, the new episode is already out.
Yeah, you already know. As soon as we
Um,
hop off here, I'm gonna watch that.
well, I mean, it ain't really many more to talk about like for right now because I mean like a lot
Mhm.
of stuff is coming back
So all the new
next week.
stuff, I think Wistoria,
Yeah,
Wanda and Sword to be back.
yeah, it's next week or the
Mm-hmm.
8th. I think it's the 8th.
Yeah.
Give me a second. I can tell you exactly. It is coming on fuck. Um it's 12th. Story is coming out on the 12th, so that's next Saturday.
Oh shit. Okay,
Sorry,
well that'd be
Sunday. Next Sunday.
next Sunday. So yeah.
And then we're gonna get ReZero on the 8th. Charming Life in Another World comes out tomorrow. Yo's Career Family comes out on the 12th.
Hey, broad. I did
Yeah,
watch that Rooster Fighter too.
I haven't watched it yet. Is it good? I heard it
Yes,
was
but
wild.
don't watch it around with no youngins around.
Bet I'm
Just
gonna have to
I
watch
leave.
it.
I've heard that this series is good, but I don't know if y'all have High Dive, but Petals of Reincarnation.
Oh, I got it. I was gonna ask you about that. I was like, did y'all want to start watching that?
Yeah, I mean I
What
have High
is it?
Dive, so
What
I
is
can
it?
watch it, but you gotta pay
Petals
for
of
High Dive
Reincarnation.
unless y'all got some unless y'all got a pirate site y'all use.
What? That's crazy, FM.
Yeah,
That's insane. I can't believe people.
I try not to pirate because I got a
We
Crunchyroll, so
would
I try
we
to
would
watch everything on
never
Crunchyroll.
we would never wink. That's insane.
As long as we ain't sharing it, I mean it's all good. I ain't gonna post a link or nothing so people can have it. But yeah, I try to watch most stuff on Crunchyroll and High Dive since I got the subscription since I pay for it.
Me
But
too.
if I absolutely cannot watch it on either one of those, or like on my Netflix or my Amazon, if I can't watch it on none of the services I have, oh yeah, I'm definitely hopping over to some type of site to go watch it. So
Yeah, they're listen, man. They
yeah,
know what they're doing. There's a lot of stuff that it's just so hard to find.
yeah. High Dive also is pretty trash as a subscription service. They don't have simuldub, so you gotta wait weeks and weeks before a series actually starts having its dubbed episodes.
Yeah,
So it like
dubbed helped so much.
they be like 5 or 6 months behind on their dubs. So
Jesus.
like for example, like what's the good example? This hell mode. What's this shit called?
I like Hell Mode so far.
Yeah,
I just watched like the first 2 episodes.
yeah, but it's super behind. It's only episode 6 is currently streaming dubbed on High Dive. That's the current
Jeez.
episode they own is episode 6. Oh no, sorry, episode 6 comes out in 2 days. So they that for a 12 episode series they only about to be on episode 6,
Yeah, and the series is
and
already
we're
done.
past. Yeah, the series is already done. The sub is
Yeah.
already done. So yeah, they real behind on that stuff. But yeah, High Dive is pretty trash. Um, I did also Invincible. Watched Invincible. That shit was peak. That shit was peak, bro.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
I gotta catch
Man,
up on that.
But
I gotta
Conquest.
catch up. You go ahead if
Wait,
y'all can talk it out.
have you read the books at all, Broad? Like have you like
No, no, you could, and
oh,
also you could spoil it. Like I said, I've been
listen,
seeing
man.
everything.
Okay.
Go ahead.
It's a conversation between Debbie and Omni, man. That it's way better than the
Mm-hmm.
books. I'm glad was it Kirkman? Because like
Yeah.
he has this thing where the series was done so long ago. It's been done for years now. Probably what about at least about a decade. And he was like, there will be like now that I'm a better writer and stuff like that, there'll be some things I would handle differently. And he's doing that. Like because in the books, Debbie forgave Omni Man so quick after what he's done. This
Yeah.
wasn't that. Like that scene, that shit was awesome. Like she laid into his ass, and like he needed that. He deserved it.
Well, it's kind of funny because I really dislike the attitude that Omni Man had going into the conversation. They did a really good job of making him into an asshole because when he came into the conversation, he was like, "I miss you." He was like,
Yeah,
and he's like, "Apologize." He's like, "Who are you apologizing for?" And he was like, like I'm really really sorry. Like he really is almost like he downplaying this like the severity of what he has done. Like not
Yeah,
only
he's
did he
changed
kill a lot of
families
people.
and yeah, he changed the planet forever.
Yeah, not only did he kill a lot of people, but on the other side of just like his personal life, like you remember, like he went and had babies with another alien while I'm still married. By the way, they didn't get divorced, so he's still technically married, to Debbie. Went to another planet, had babies with another alien, came back, said that he never really loved the other alien chick.
And
Said,
dropped your son off.
yes, exactly, and dropped his son off, and then said when she was like, you said I was a pet, like and he was like, yeah, he was like
And
that never was.
she's like, am
He was
I
like that.
still your pet?
He was like that never was really true. I was like, bruh, like I don't know, man. It's just like he came off as like an asshole. He came off as like an
Yeah.
oblivious asshole, and
You
he's like
could
he's
tell he's a
oblivious.
person who's never had to apologize.
Yeah, absolutely not. I mean, well, no, I think that just for what we've seen in the series, right? I don't want to go too deep into stuff that ain't came out yet, but he's complicated, because when we saw
Yeah.
the flashback of him with the kids, he was it's like he was trying to teach the kids to be tough and strong. You remember this is pre-scourge virus, right? He's teaching the kids
Hmm.
to be tough and strong, and then his parents show up and start beating the shit out of him. And it's like I think that he's complicated because I don't think that he completely agrees with what his people were doing. Even from back then, because when he gets upset with Thaddeus for the whole scourge virus situation, he doesn't crash out immediately. He actually hears out Thaddeus, and Thaddeus is like what our people are like. You know what they've done. Like you think that this was the wrong option. And Omni Man is kind of like thinking about it. And he's like, you make a good
You
point.
might, yeah, you're not
you make
entirely wrong.
yeah, you make a good point. And so him turning against his own people, I don't think that it was as hard of a decision as they make it seem. But even still, it's like there's a depth to his character. It's like he really is at odds about exterminating his own people. I just think that he's probably one of the ones that is not as brutal, especially considering that he went to Earth and had a baby with a human and kind of like settled into that. Yeah. Because think about it, the Viltrumites could have been came to Earth and started repopulating if they knew that Invincible was born.
Well, no, not just born. Remember, he had to make sure that he produced
had his powers.
Yes.
Yeah.
So the day
when they had his
his
powers
manifested,
yes.
he knew it. He was like, I know. A part of him was like, fuck.
Yes, but that's what I'm saying is that they could have been came, because remember he said he manifested his powers and like 16, 17. He didn't immediately leave. I think that he was grappling with like whether or not he should, and then you remember, of course, when he turned on the Guardians, I think that was the moment where he was like he that was the moment that he thought that he was trying to be certain, but then of course they didn't.
Well, yeah, because they didn't really show the time skip, but man, Mark had a whole costume. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. But you remember what happened after he left? What they showed? Even when they showed him, he tried to kill himself. He tried to he tried to go into the black hole. He was letting the black hole
just take him,
suck him in, and then he decided at the last minute to fly away. He didn't actually go back to Viltrumite, Planet Viltrum.
No,
he went and of course had Oliver. So to me, it's like he was conflicted. He was conflicted, very, 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 very conflicted, very complicated like mindset. So I don't know.
This whole time,
yeah, Debbie was in the right though. Debbie was in the right. Well, funny, she tried to hit that nigga and then broke her hand.
Yeah, she definitely sprang her hand. She came back with it all wrapped up. I'm like, you knew better. Like,
yeah. And then Oliver, bro, like I feel for him. Like, you remember he was upset. He was like, Dad came and he didn't visit me.
Yeah.
He didn't even
like you ain't seen him. Me. Yeah, you got shipped off first thing smoking as soon as like shit hit the fan, which we understand. They had to get you up out of there, but damn.
Yeah.
He was like, well, yeah, it's complicated. He's like, man, you selfish, basically being selfish again.
Yeah. Yeah. Oliver is not a likable character. I mean, but I do resonate with him on that. I understand. Like,
you don't like Oliver?
I don't like Oliver. I think Oliver is very like childish and arrogant. Like I think it take him a long time before he grows up. And
he's feeling pretty good this season, though, man.
Nah, bro. When he went after Conquest, without a plan, that was. Dumb
I mean,
as hell.
Dog. They all look like they was fighting without no damn plan out there.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have went after Conquest, but I get what you're saying.
Yeah, he
They
went
were
out. He went out there
scrambling,
half
like,
cocked. He went out there half cocked.
yeah. I mean, but that I
Oh,
don't
so
even know. I know. I don't know
Nah,
why he even
half,
went after Conquest. I'm thinking in my mind, like,
it's half cocked
fight
the
one of these
Pon's
other
turn.
dudes. Like, help somebody out. How would you go against Conquest by yourself?
Well, it's like he's not because he did the same thing, you know, when he went and fought the dragon guy, you know, for the black dude.
Well, he didn't know it was the dragon guy. He was just helping
Yeah.
them out at first.
But
Remember,
yeah,
he had to call for help.
but he's cocky. It's like he thinks that he's fully like it's like he thinks he's fully realized into his power set. It's like he doesn't understand that he's like a baby in Viltrumite terms. Like in for human terms, yes, he is superior and strong. But in Viltrumite terms, he's like an infant.
Yeah,
He's
not
like
even close.
so it's so it's like he don't understand the hierarchy. And I don't understand why Mark ain't explained to him you're still a baby, bro. Like you're still a baby. You know, like you need to take time to develop. Because I mean, he's developing faster, of course, due to his alien biology, right? So it's like,
Yes.
you know, he's growing up faster, but still, I just feel like, man, like Oliver, like he's just too cocky and too too dumb. He's just not. I don't know. I don't like him. I don't like him as a character, but that's just me though.
Yeah, but the fight between Conquest and Mark, the books, it was extremely brutal, but to watch it play out,
Yeah,
like Broad, he's like literally choking the life out of Conquest.
yeah, I seen that. I seen that scene.
Conquest is
That's
just
it.
pulling his guts out of his. That shit was brutal, dog.
Yeah, for Mark to still have the strength to squeeze that nigga throat
He know he couldn't let go
while his
under
guts.
all circumstances.
Yeah.
You cannot let this man live.
Oh yeah,
Period.
now Conquest is a problem because what he said about Eve, he said he can't wait to drink her blood or some shit. Like
Yeah,
like,
he's like, I
Conquest is a
can't
problem.
wait to drink her blood again. He's like, what?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you got.
Yeah, he a problem.
You gotta go now.
But
Great
you
fight.
know, it's so funny, man. It's a skit out there, man. The guy did where he was like talking like about what's the white guy name? The head of the you know the government.
Oh, the government.
Cecil. See, he's like how Mark and Cecil conversation go. You know, once you know Mark
when he get back.
that, yeah, when he fought Cecil, you know, sorry, when he fought Conquest and realizing that Cecil basically like let him live and let him get away without telling him. Like that's an awkward conversation.
Oh, they had and they're gonna have it too. They are definitely gonna have that conversation.
It's such an awkward conversation.
I don't know how it's gonna go because in the books, like he you know Kirkman's been doing things a little differently, so we're gonna see how it's gonna go. But you could tell he's gonna it's not gonna go well. Definitely not.
Yeah.
Because you let Conquest die. Period.
Yeah. They say put him in concrete, he encased his body in concrete, thinking that was gonna hold him. Like my nigga, like what? Concrete?
Man,
concrete ain't even strong. Like in those terms. Like niggas is punching, you know, through concrete easily. Like you can't expect like
he thought the cinder block was gonna be what did he say? They explained it like a season ago, but it was whatever tons of man. Come on, dog, relax. Like I don't know what Caesar was thinking.
Nah, man, you should encase that nigga in pure solid steel or some shit. Like you know, like
it should have been some titanium, something like some type of metal. Come on, concrete.
I'm surprised they don't got no hypothetical metals or alloys in this universe or in this series. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah,
it ain't
like
no vibranium or adamantium.
Yeah,
or carbadium. You know, it's like it ain't no type of hypothetical metals in this game. I'm sorry, in this series. And so it's like other than what Tech Jacket uses. I don't know what Tech Jacket
some alien technology from but that that would be the only thing, but you still need time to fix yourself. So that might not even work.
Yeah, man. Well, I mean, yeah, this is a good episode. I think I give it a high rating. I'll give it a 9 out of 10, honestly.
Yeah,
Um,
definitely, man. It was intense.
and then
Well,
really, I guess to wrap it up, Daredevil, man. Born Again season.
oh
Yeah,
my God.
yeah.
Oh man.
Them two episodes is crazy. Because I watched the second and the third episode like back to back, and I
Yes.
was like, man, I was like,
Dog,
bruh, like
he killed Kingpin killed all of those people.
on the
You
boat.
know, because right before that, he was like, "Hey man, can we go back to our families?" He like, "Man, get back on the boat." He like, "For real? Like, so you gonna keep us here?" He like, "Get your ass back on the boat." I'm thinking like, "Damn," you know what I'm saying? Not knowing that was gonna pay off later. I'm just like, "Fuck, man."
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, at least they
But
was able to
Daredevil
save
has
them
been
folks that was locked up. You
fire.
say some of them folks that was locked up.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, well,
But
they say most of the folks in that room, in a particular room, but
well, yeah,
yeah,
all the people that was locked up, but
yeah,
damn, but still to even lose everything that's on the boat, you just be like,
yeah,
well, but now we know why Jessica Jones is coming to the show because he lost Cherry. You know what
yeah,
I'm saying? So with Cherry being down, you still need a PI. You know what
yeah.
I'm saying? So that will
Oh,
explain
oh,
Jessica Jones.
you talk about the black lady. You talking about
You know, Cherry is the one that had the heart attack. Remember, he was his
Oh
PI.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, I got you.
Yeah. So now with him kind of being out of commission, you're still gonna need somebody who's helping you on the
Yeah,
ground level because you can't go outside. Hence Jessica Jones now.
I agree.
So
You
that
know,
would explain her coming through now.
what's frustrating, man? What's really, really frustrating? I guess like in the transition between it going from Netflix to Disney Plus, all the actors that we lost that would have been great to have right now. Like for example, like of course we lost, the Defenders, right?
But
Iron Fist
they're
and
coming back season 3.
okay, all right, that's speculative, right? It's like
No, 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 they're on set.
we
They're on
we,
set
we
right now.
we don't know what capacity. So what I'm trying to say is we lost a lot.
That's true,
We lost a
they're
lot, and not
under
just.
contract.
But I'm saying it's other characters too. It's like Misty,
Oh, the one black chick?
like the black chick Misty,
Misty, yeah.
Rosario
But
Dawson's
now I
character.
would love, but she doing
She
Ahsoka, so I'll take
yeah.
that.
But I'm just saying like we lost a lot of good characters. The girl that was with Iron Fist and I forgot her name.
The Asian chick.
Yeah, I forgot her name. The one that she
Oh,
remember.
she's supposed to be coming back too.
You remember at the end she got the Iron Fist at the end.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
remember?
They're
So
supposed to be revising all of that. We're gonna
so
see, but she's supposed to be.
so it's just we lost a lot. I mean, like that's just only a few. It's like it's so many characters that was cultivated in the Netflix series that they just dropped from it, completely.
Well, we'll see.
Electra. I mean, of course, Electra is dead, but it's like not really because we know Electra is immortal. Um, and then what's his name? Wait, did Stick die in Daredevil? Netflix Daredevil? Stick didn't
I
die,
don't
did he?
think so.
Yeah, so
No,
we ain't seen Stick,
no.
like
But I mean, you
I
really
just
don't ever really see him anymore, like even in the books. So
I
it's
guess
like I
I'm
think he's
just
dead in
saying
the book.
it's
But yeah,
so many good characters that they cut out of it because probably like it's contract disputes. It's not there's no in universe reason for it, but it's like probably contract disputes. People working on other projects and different stuff like that. But so many characters, man. The Netflix series did really good with cultivating a good supporting cast for the heroes in those series.
yes.
Luke Cage had some really good supporting cast, supporting heroes. I mean, supporting characters. Iron Fist had good supporting characters, and even Jessica Jones had good supporting characters. I mean, it's like they all did really good, man. And so I just hate that we lost a lot of that in the transition, but I'm hoping that like you say. I mean, I know season 3 is they're planning to bring back some more people from the past, but that's one of my only gripes is that like we lost a lot of
Yeah,
characters,
yeah.
and so it's like it seems
So
like now they're trying to play catch up by building up a new set of supporting characters for Daredevil, like the Swordsman, White
hey,
Tiger.
I fucks with him and the white
Yeah,
tiger,
yeah,
the little girl. Yeah, she
yeah.
came
I
through
fucked them
for
too.
real.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, I fucked them too. They did good setting up that White Tiger situation because I did not think old dude was gonna die like that, you
Yeah,
know, in like the first season.
Hey,
Right.
going by the first season, you know, at the end of that,
Yeah,
how sad that shit was. You know
yeah,
those that whistling sound that he does. That
hmm
you remember that it was them frogs that he was talking about.
yeah.
You know, that's a real that's real.
I know that.
Like all that whole whistling song and all that is a
Mm.
real thing that they do down there.
Yeah,
So that was so serious and so dope that they put that in the series for
yeah,
Puerto Ricans. I didn't know. Like the whole song, the frogs whistling, all of that. I didn't know. Like
yeah,
that's all real. And that was dope. Shout out
yeah.
to them, man.
Another thing about Daredevil, what was funny was do you think that because you know they talked about what killed me is that they keep talking about the Punisher. They every episode they keep talking about him. They keep talking about Frank. They keep talking about Frank,
Yes.
like you know. And so you remember like when Karen was like, "Hey, like we got this guy captured. You know, like let's fight fire with fire." She's like, "You plan on killing this guy?" She was like, "I'm not gonna kill him."
Yeah.
She's like, "I don't know." She's like, "You've been hanging around Frank a lot,"
Yeah. Well, that's
and
the
I'm just
thing.
like, "You."
They're
They
gonna
keep,
they're gonna they're gonna talk about that a lot because you know
yeah,
she's shooting people now. So you seen him look at her when he was laying down looking under the truck and she shot old
hmm
boy. He's
yeah,
gonna bring that up like, hey man, you taking basically a lot
yeah.
of liberties
Yeah,
from
I
Frank.
think that's gonna end up becoming a thing that like you know like a conflict in their relationship.
Yeah.
You know, is like she's willing to do whatever it takes, and he's not willing to take lives. So, not uncommon for you know this genre, superhero stuff. But
Right.
yeah, I think that's gonna be a conflict for them.
Definitely.
But so yeah, I like Swordmaster too though. I like him. I like his personality, and I think that they fleshed it out a little bit better than they did in because in the Hawkeye series, he was like an asshole to me. He seemed like an asshole, just like a regular ass asshole. But
Like
now I'm like,
most rich pricks.
yeah, but now I'm like, he's he's an asshole, but he's also just kind of like not the biggest asshole. So it's like, you know, the lesser of two evils. So,
Yeah.
you know, like you taking him or you taking Fisk, I'm taking him, you know. And
A
so
part of me
when he,
realized with when it comes to him, he might have realized his mortality.
or his morals, you know, he like, you know, because he said that he wasn't gonna sell out the Fisk. So I'm like,
Yeah.
I wonder if he kind of like because he's a weapons contractor. So it's like
Yes.
I think that he might have like had one of them like moral clarity moments.
Well,
So
yeah, especially having to sit in there, recognizing what that little torture machine that was sitting next to him.
yeah,
Like he recognized what that was. I know he was like, "Yeah, I'm pretty fucked."
yeah, yeah. When he was talking to the old lawyer chick, um, definitely, definitely seemed like he was kind of like he was being very like humorous about it. You know, like he was like making light out of his situation. Like, yeah, like you know they're not gonna let me go free, right? You know, like you know, like they was making light
Hmm.
out of his he was making light of his situation. I don't know, I'm starting to come around to him. And the last thing that I would say is character wise, I'm coming around to is the was it the deputy mayor guy? Not liking him, but like I hate him more and more every episode.
Oh yeah.
And
Oh, you talking
when
about the
he
young man?
yeah, the young dude when
Yeah,
he was
yeah, yeah, yeah.
questioning was it BB? I think this is they call her.
BB.
Yeah, BB.
Yeah.
Yeah, when he was questioning BB, like I was like, man, like this little motherfucker, he's a little asshole.
He
He a
was like,
little
"If you're doing it, just stop." I'm like,
I mean,
all
he's
right,
trying to
dog.
save her. He's trying. He I will admit in all of that he's trying to save her because
Yeah.
he could have snitched and said BB the leak. No, she's the leak, but he didn't. He's trying.
That's
And you
true.
remember when he was talking to the British guy, he was
Yeah.
saying, "Hey, can you teach me some interrogation techniques?" And he's like, "Why?" And he's like, "Oh, you know, just curious." You know,
Just curious.
he's
Yeah.
he's not snitching on her, so I think that he cares about her and he don't want her to get hurt, but he also
Yeah.
like you know he's kind of trying to be loyal to Fisk. Man, I thought Fisk was gonna kill old black girl boy in his office. Oh, I thought he was gonna like,
Man.
bro. Hey, look, Fisk is not the motherfucker you want to be alone in the room with.
Well, the thing is, we know
Yeah,
she's in the Spider-Man trailer, and Spider-Man takes
yeah,
place after Daredevil. So I
Hey,
wasn't too afraid, but he did pop up on her though.
yeah, bro. I was like, oh shit. I was like,
Yeah, because she gives Spider-Man the key to the city. Like you
we
can't show stuff like that because it kind of foreshadows how this season's gonna end.
I was scared for her, bro. Like, cause I don't even remember the Spider-Man, her being the Spider-Man trailer. But you're right, you
Oh,
know. So
really?
it's like, yeah, nah, I wasn't paying enough attention to it. But it's like, I was scared for her. I was like, oh shit. I was like, you alone in a room with Fisk. I was like, this nigga gonna crush your skull or some shit. Like you know how Fisk get down. Fisk fuck you up in many different ways.
Yeah.
Hey, yeah. I was like,
And
yeah,
won't nobody say nothing either.
I was like, you defenseless. You know, in a room alone with this nigga. Like, that's not good. So yeah, that's my thoughts, man. I don't know. You got anything else you want to discuss?
No, man. I think that's it for all the shows.
Bro, you got anything you want to discuss, man? You've been quiet, you know. You got any shows you been
You
watching?
Yeah,
he ain't
you
watched these
said,
yet.
nigga, you said L bath, and that's the only thing that's on my mind.
I feel that.
I'm about to
Yeah,
go
I gotta
ahead.
get caught up, man, on my One Piece. Where my remote at?
Oh, one comment before we hop into this. David, I don't know how far you are in One Piece in the manga or in the series,
I
but
stopped reading the manga, so I'm past the where I read. I'm about to tell you exactly where I'm at right. If I could find it on my TV.
my last comment
Nine
is
twenty two.
oh, you way behind.
That's what I'm saying. I'm about 200 episodes back.
So that's all I'm gonna say without spoiling it. FM, I read after God Valley. I
Mm-hmm.
see what you mean about Blackbeard.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yep.
Elbath
He was there
is
too.
1156. I'm at
Yeah,
922. So yeah.
yeah, you got yeah. You, I think you probably back in Wano. Like you right before
Yeah, I'm
Wano.
I'm in Wano. I'm in Wano. I'm not in Egghead
Oh,
yet.
you Wano's peak too now. Like Wano's
No,
a 10
Wano
out of
was
10.
this is fire. I'm at the part where Luffy lost that first time and he's like a slave right now. I'm literally right
Oh,
there.
you ain't seen shit yet.
He way
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, I'm right. That's where I'm at.
he
But you
way
know,
but
One
that's
Piece
all.
is when I get caught up on all the new shit, I'll put One Piece on.
But that's all I had to say.
Yeah, you way back there. But I was gonna
I
say,
know it's so
man,
crazy.
I was gonna say, yeah, bro, yeah. You know, Blackbeard was there, bro. He was there.
Yeah, I know that. Yeah,
He
and
was
I was making,
there.
I was doubling down on your comment on what you said a couple of weeks ago. Is like
Mm-hmm.
Blackbeard had the right to crash out, and I said, you know what, you're right. When I was reading it, I was like, he valid crash out. He had every
Mm-hmm.
reason to.
Yeah.
But that's
I
it.
mean that's the theme. That's one of the biggest themes in One Piece is that like 9 times out of 10 the villains are justified in One Piece, which is crazy, but 100% true. Because think about it, think I guess like the state of this world in One Piece, like the shit's fucked up. Like the system is fucked up. The
The
Goro
people
say
you're supposed to the people you're
yeah,
supposed to trust are corrupted.
yes, everything from the Marines, you know, not the bottom of the barrel Marines, but just like Marines, like the system in general, everything from the Marines all the way up to Emu is horribly corrupt. And
Oh
like the
yeah,
fact, like we saw that in Sabaody, you remember they were selling slaves. They were selling the fishmen as slaves. You
Yeah.
know, like and like you know, like when if you like hurt if a celestial dragon wants you dead, you don't gotta do nothing to him. They just gotta say, hey, I want him dead, kill him, and then the Marines gotta do it. The Marines gotta follow their
they
orders.
David, I ain't gonna stunt. I ain't trying to drag this on,
Yeah,
but I can't wait for you as a dad, as a fellow dad. I cannot wait for you to get to Kuma's backstory.
yeah.
Okay.
That's probably the most exciting thing. You listen, if you don't cry during that story, dog, it's gonna be
Listen,
crazy.
man. The live action One Piece Chopper episode had me fucked. So
Oh,
it ain't gonna take much. It ain't gonna
just wait.
take much at this
Kuma's
point.
Kuma's story is about to fuck you up.
Dog, I don't even remember Chopper's story being like that when I watched it in the anime. Like I knew
Yeah,
it was
it's harder.
sad,
Yeah.
but
It was worse.
the way that they acted that shit out, him bamming on the door, dude was holding it closed. Yeah, yeah. Hey, that got me. Hey, they
Yeah.
got me. I was like, damn. I said, they acted that better than the anime pulled that shit off. I'm
The
being
an-
honest with
that
you.
that
I watched the show and
whatever
was like, oh, that's
whatever kind of animatronic little motherfucker that they had doing that was the it's Chopper.
They did the girls they mo-capped her face, the girl who does the voice,
Mm.
and she killed that shit, yo. Shout
That's
out,
good.
kudos to her,
She was
man.
cute. She was cute as fuck, bro. I was like, man, like
I
it's
know that's what I'm saying. Chopper's supposed to be a Chopper's a dude, but she killing that, and them little feminine features she didn't put on Chopper is a little crazy.
But anyways,
A little different.
That's not where I
wow,
was going with it. I was saying cute, like it's like an animal.
wow.
Oh yeah, okay.
Little cute little animal.
So that's it.
Y-
David, you
If
gonna
you get it,
close it
yeah,
out or
yeah. Let's
FM
let's
gonna
go.
close
You
it out?
ready? You good, FM? And we got it all out.
Oh yeah.
Cool. All right, man. Thank y'all for watching. This is episode 19 of the Anime Unk podcast. I'm one of your humble and gracious hosts, Dave. It's Broad FM. Man, thank you for listening. Don't forget to click and subscribe. We'll talk to y'all next time. We out.
Peace. Yo.